transitions all lined up correctly now?
Yes!
Hi guys, welcome to Records of the Realm. This
You're
is
welcome.
Earth Art Recrystalized. These are the crystal gems. And we are here to see what comes of a lot of shit, to basically
So much shenanigans.
so much build up.
TPK.
And we're finally
TP.
No, don't wish that
I
upon
guess,
us.
Sure, I guess if we want, yeah, sure, why not?
I mean, either we're going to have a great night or a terrible night. I dumped out a handful of quarters in my hand for the laundry, and it was exactly the amount I needed. So, you know.
That's a good sign for you guys. Cool. Before we get started, we're going to just go through a couple quick spiels that we normally do. First, we have our, not announcements, just our normal, I don't have the hat. I really like that hat. I wear that beanie everywhere.
Dare you
now.
not have the hat?
I wear it everywhere. I love that beanie.
That's cute.
It's very comfy.
I want one.
Get it. So we're gonna do a quick set of announcements. First and foremost, this is the last session of the year. This is what we get, and then we are in 2023 with brand new schedules, some brand new games hopefully coming, and some changes.
I'm working on it.
Yeah. Beyond that, we have some links if you're willing to check out. We have our Tiltify to help out the animals if that is something you want to do, or for the Familiars campaign that is going on. We have our stream store where you can get that beanie that I'm currently not wearing, but it's very, very comfortable. And there's a bunch of other fun merch on there made mainly by Mel. And beyond our stream store, if you want to check out Gemhammer, you can get 20% off their store using the code REX. Get yourself something nice for the holidays, or some other people something nice. There's digital, there's physical, there's a bunch of possibilities there. We're going to do a quick round of intros, get a quick recap in, and then we're going to pick up where we left off. Hi, I'm Vinny /Vander from Vander.vision. I do cosplay photography and videography, and I do this D&D stuff. Meg, you get to be next. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Meg. Hassan cosplay photography, although that's been a little inactive. Well, we'll get back to it. I play Skaldi, firbolg ranger, doesn't talk much. And my brain blanked, so we're in character.
Becca, it's up to you.
Hello, I'm Becca. I go by greengrasspony on most socials, even though I haven't been doing much. Unless you like cat pictures, then check out my stories. But that's about it recently. I play Gwen, the druid of the team. And yeah, about to go dream surfing. Cool
Specifically
beans.
surfing.
Specifically surfing, yes. In the dreams. Off to Griffin.
Druid of the team. I'm Griffin. You can find me on Instagram at Griffin_ESS. I do illustration over there, and commissions are open now that the holiday craziness is kind of behind. So if you need any art made, let me know. I am playing Eleira, the bard who thinks she's a rogue who used to be purple and is now green. So that's going to be weird. But otherwise, let's see what kind of shenanigans. Mel?
Hi, I'm Mel. You can find me on most socials as melloette, where I do way too many things, include be on here way too much. And I play the moral compass of the party / bubbly go-getter monk Serenity, but you can call me Bliss Castroval. She's a way of the four elements monk, and her murderous uncle is at her temple right now, so we're gonna deal with that.
Yeah. It's so fun that it came full circle. come back to the monastery. There he is. Cool. Who is doing?
As I've said many times before, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Meg, please do the recap.
Okay. Last time, we tried to resuscitate Elena. We failed. We found 3 options to get Elena back. We went with option 3, which was take Elena to the monastery to be realived. So Eleira turned green and has homework for Mistra now. That was part of Elena becoming realived. Skaldi picked some necrolions because, pretty, glowing, potentially dangerous flowers. Gwen arm wrestled Parody because we have to arm wrestle everyone. Bliss and Gwen then discovered that Scorn is at the monastery as a refugee from Avali because there was an air elemental dragon problem. And then we talked about some next steps, and that's it. That's where we are.
There's off in Earth and Air Arc.
Yeah, I know. I was like looking at you, Air Arc.
Air arc trauma.
For those of you who might be new to specifically this session, I have run the Air Arc and then 3 different one-shots to try to clean up the mess that was made there. It took until, I think, the 3rd one for it to finally sink in with a cannon finisher for that fucking dragon. Anyways.
Wow.
But yeah, you guys are currently in your room. I don't remember if you guys went into the magnificent mansion that Eleira has made, but you're at the very least in your room. You 4 plus Parody, and I don't think there was anybody else NPC wise with you.
I
Elena.
recall going into the Magnificent Mansion to argue about it before figuring out how to proceed.
That's right. It's you
Because we
four-
can't do the actual spell in the mansion for it
No,
to
we have
work.
to be on the same plane of existence.
So it's you 4, Elena, and Parody. I believe that's the full
Yes.
6 right now. Is you guys. So
yes.
currently the discussion is going on. What seemed to be settled on was you guys are gonna let's do the dream first and see what to do next. But if there's any other input that needs to be put in now, do it.
All right,
Got
I'm
it.
on the wrong page of my notes. My chicken scratch notes.
What's up, Griff?
I said not it.
Okay. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't think we have anything to add to the conversation other than
So both of the
Bliss is doing
NPCs
this.
give their NPC best thumbs up to the PC choices and just agree to whatever is going on now.
Yep.
All right. So to do it again, we did figure out you guys, because we've done the dream a couple times now. You do have to be
Yes.
on the same plane. So
Mhm.
if there is a plan to set up and just go over back to pop out one door and just get it started. I forget how long.
Sure, I mean,
Um,
I got to be out there too.
Yeah.
So I have a question about mine and Parody's room. Are there any it's a 2-for-1 question, I suppose. Are there any windows, and do any of those windows look over to the refugee side of like
Mm.
the monastery?
There are windows. All rooms have shuttered windows of some sort, just to give the option
Mhm.
of fresh air, sunlight, all that good stuff. Yes, there is a way to go to from where you are to look out and see some of the refugees that are there. I will remind you that if you're specifically looking for Scorn, Scorn was actually one of the people who got housed inside the monastery.
Yeah,
itself.
he's inside.
I just
Okay.
wanted to
I wanted to double check and see if he's like has view of the so-called courtyard, so to speak, or if his buddy, because I remember his buddy was sitting in a window.
There was
So-
another assumed blue tiefling there as well that was also like keeping an eye out on stuff, just like watching out the window.
Yeah.
That did happen. That could still be going on. You guys it's not like you're like directly below or directly on top or anything like that.
Okay.
But
All right.
you have a lookout to see like where the other refugees in like a couple other Birds of Prey members are outside, but like they're
Mhm.
all on the ground for now.
Okay. So this is what I think Bliss is going to suggest. She's going to look to Parody and be like, "You said Felicity was gone on a mission for right now, right?"
Yeah, she's doing some traveling. Do you want the more specifics about that right now, or is there a lead into what you're
No.
asking?
I am just thinking perhaps we use her room instead, just because if memory serves right, one of Scorn's compatriots was looking out the window. So if we shutter the room here, and then I looked at Gwen. Is this the dream spell? Is it a visual spell? Like, can people see it being cast?
Let me double check. I mean, it's got all of the components, so it's got stuff, but I mean, I don't think it's like a big poof of smoke or glowy thing. It's more of I put some stuff on you and then you kind of fall asleep.
You go into like a
Great.
VR world. It's very Sword Art Online.
Okay, then never mind.
Mhm.
Scrap that. Parody,
You are
if you could.
muted, Griff. Whatever you're saying. Sorry.
Sorry.
He has a quip. We gotta let him have it.
No, not a quip. This is
Oh,
this is
okay.
helpful. Eleira chimes in with, I'm legitimately always a fan of not being where people expect us to be if half of us are going to be tuned out. So yeah, I'm good with moving rooms.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose that is one potential aspect of it all. I mean, he only, I hopefully only knows me by one name, if somehow he finds out that I grew up here. Great. But yeah, you know what? Regardless, just for safety's sake, let's shutter the windows here. Let's go to Felicity's room, and we'll do the spell there, just to be safe.
I'm in.
Would it be smart to have someone have eyes on him while this is taking place?
Potentially.
I mean, I can communicate with somebody when they're relatively. I mean, I can communicate with somebody, but they can't talk back, so it would need to be somebody who can reply. But like that way we can have an idea of like, is this making a difference? He was kind of flailing around in his nightmare. Will he be
Oh, I see.
talking in his sleep? That kind of thing.
Oh.
Because we don't know what happened with your father when you, like the other end of it, when you
Yeah,
were
that's a
reaching
good
with him.
question. I mean,
Or if he like bolts upright suddenly right after the dream. Like, I don't know if they wake up right after,
right.
that kind of thing.
Yeah, no,
Just
that's
so we know he's not
actually
going to come searching for you immediately.
that's an excellent question. Well, do you have to stick around after you've cast the spell on me? Like, do you have to maintain concentration, or like, do you have to keep focus on me?
Uh,
Not from what
it
I've
can
read.
last up to 8 hours.
So it's not.
It doesn't look like it's a concentration spell, so I
Yeah.
don't have to physically be there, but you should still have someone like watching you. I can go back. I was over there before.
Yeah, I mean,
I was planning on staying out here, and I was going to cast Mislead on myself so that I could look like I'm in one place in the room, but not be in that place while hanging out in the room, just in case anyone does stumble in.
Mhm.
yeah, sure, that works. So
I figure.
Eleira can keep an eye on me, I guess, and then Gwen, once you're done casting the spell, if you want to sneak over there as like, I don't know, a rodent, maybe?
Oh,
Your
Sure.
pick. Something small, something innocuous that would be wandering around
and
here.
if while you're out, before you come back, if you could get me a coffee or something, that'd be pretty neat. Just if it's on the
Oh
way.
shoot,
You have a whole mansion where you can have any kind of food you want served to you at a moment's notice, and you want Gwen to pick you up a coffee?
You see how sleepy I am? That's a good
before-
point. I'm sorry.
before we do this, have we had I know we haven't had a long rest, but have we had a short?
We can say you guys have
'Cause I
had a
think
short
I-
rest. You've had some times where you've just been
Okay.
sitting down and talking. I'll allow it to just say there's been a short
Okay,
rest.
thank you. Because
You want your druid shades back. Yeah, I get you.
used up all of my wild shapes before.
Just as because between you and Skaldi, you probably have seen at least a few of the animals here. Plus, with Bliss there, Bliss knows the animals there. So, a few of the animals that
Yeah.
you have seen around that you could shape yourself into is you could shape yourself into something called a logger marmot. Sorry, oh, words are a problem for me today.
That's
Which
okay.
is basically just a normal marmot, but it has little flares on its back that it uses to actually like almost beaver-esque, but with its back fiery fur, knock down trees. There is a skink. There is a dew skink lizard, which is a small reptile that is capable of freezing its body into like pure ice, like morning dew mist, but freezing
Wow.
itself so it can harden and protect itself against predators. There is the quake hare, which is able to cause little tremors in the ground when it thumps its feet.
Humper.
Yes. But
He's all cute.
causes like actual physical like little quakes when it does it. It does it to scare off predators. There is something called the Zeph vicuna. Vicunas are basically camels without humps. So they are larger creatures that probably like small humanoids could ride, maybe like a normal one. They have the capability of hovering in the air about 5 feet off the ground when they run, so they're able to like gallop in straight lines as like the
That's so
ascent
cool.
or descent changes on them. And there is also something called the Arcanus, which is a very rare form of wolf that's up here, similar to the necrolions. These new wolves have there's a small family of wolves that have a neon purple glow similar to the necrolions onto their fur. So those are 5 potential creatures besides that wonderful charming jay that you transformed into before that is around here.
Shout out to the gentlefolk. If you see this, I hope you're crying internally like I am right now.
I noticed that you let some birds loose over there.
Yeah, could we get a list of how all those are spelled, by the way?
No. Yes.
I don't even remember.
I appreciate you.
There's a marmot, there's a lizard, there's a hare, there is a humpless
I
camel,
feel like you're a lizard.
and a wolf.
5 gold.
I feel like Gwen's doing the lizard.
Or calling birds.
3 thumpers.
What do you guys think? Because like I feel like the marmot could be kind of, it's just like kind of around,
Which one's the
and no
marmot
one would
again?
really notice it. I picture a marmot as like a ferret. I don't actually know what they look like.
Hang on, I'm Googling.
I pictured a ferret too.
It's like a gopher, I think.
It's pretty much.
Oh.
It's pretty
Yeah, they
much a
look like
gopher.
gophers and beavers.
Okay. What would it be
Cute.
classified? I'm thinking on like the D&D Beyond sense. What it would be.
Most of this, I'd just be like, do a rabbit. Like, I'm sure there's a rabbit thing that you can just pick, and that's close enough. Or if there's a beaver.
That's fine. So a marmot or the lizard, I feel like, is on brand for me.
I feel like the lizard will probably be the most conspicuous. Wow,
Talking
words.
is good for
And
everyone.
also, it would also
Can lizards
probably
do
be a
wall
little
climb?
bit more defensible because lizards tend to be kind of small. And if someone were to like accidentally almost step on me, I could like turn into ice. Hard shell.
Nice.
Ice, no big deal.
It has normal lizard stats. But
Frozen heart and all.
It has normal lizard stats, and basically it can turn itself into ice, and it gets an AC of 20 as a reaction for
Can
one turn.
climb.
Oh God bless.
And they can climb.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
they can
climb right up a
exactly.
wall, just chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like the geckos at my dad's house, who's just chilling on the screened-in porch, like just vibing.
Hanging on the wall like, hi.
Yeah,
Bark.
just like, hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Lizards are dope.
Oh. All right. I think I'm gonna go with the. Let me actually say the proper name for it. The
do skink lizard.
The dew skink. Gotta love it.
What a name.
Yep. I was looking up alpine-esque creatures for just things that live in mountainous areas, and there was
that.
something called an alpine skink, and I'm like, skink is just a weird word.
Mhm.
But we're gonna use
know
it.
what that
Skank
looks like.
skunk. But you're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
God. Boo.
Sorry.
Oh, it's a really cool lizard.
Yeah, they are. They're really cool.
Got a blue tail.
Really cool.
I feel like
They
we
have blue
should-
tails.
I feel like we should tweet how cool this lizard is. Like,
How cool is this lizard? Anyways, yeah, that's up for anyone else who isn't actively DMing right now. But
they have
anyways,
blue tongues.
I know.
Parody, yeah, like I said, they were cool. I did some
They
research.
are cool.
Parody like has mouth slightly agape at your recommendation of using Master Felicity's room. It's like, you want us to break into one of
I
our
know,
old Master's room and
I
use
know,
it?
I know. We're not gonna touch anything. We're just gonna use the room.
No,
That's
this
it.
is great. We haven't done crazy pranks like this in forever. Let's go.
I've missed you.
I mean, I guess technically, going into the dream of your horror uncle's worst nightmare is the best prank of all.
Maybe. That's a very positive outlook to have, Gwen, and I really appreciate you for that.
I'm not going to agree or disagree with that. Anyways, I will go see if I can get into the room. Parody heads
I mean,
off.
Real prank is the friends we made along the way.
Fuck off.
Cool. Parody comes back like 5 minutes later, looking like super secret agent about everything, being like, "We have access." Just
Amazing.
gives a nod and is ready to go.
Don't be suspicious.
I love
and
her
don't
so
be
much.
Suspicious thing. Don't
We're in.
Don't be suspicious.
So you guys are able to. You are led to the room itself. With everybody's passive perceptions, just
Mine?
as a
Ooh,
curiosity.
15.
13. Sorry, Gwen's 15, Bliss is 13.
Alira's like 24.
18. 18.
No, actually, that's no 21. There we go.
Wow,
I know.
such difference.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing, and then I was like, no, it's actually a lot lower. It must have been the other version of me, and then I was like, nope, it's plus 11. You're right.
Love that for you. So 18 and 21 are probably our high-end ones. So I'm going to say Skaldi and Eleira, something that you notice as you are brought along. It takes a little bit to get where you guys need to go. Not crazy amount, but the place is big. It's confusing for people who don't know it, and masters are separated a little bit from just like normal pupils and peers. Not that parity is just that anymore, but either way, as you guys are led through, there is just a couple different staircases that you guys end up going through. One of them is a staircase leading downwards that, Bliss, you would know this is a staircase down for like specific rituals, like even like graduation rituals and stuff like that. This is where like you guys have inventory of your own armory, which is pretty small, but also your library. Basically things that are sacred or important are kind of
Going
down there.
this special spot. Yeah.
It's like goes down this staircase leads to most of that shit. There are people stationed there to keep an eye on it because there's a lot of new people around. So there's like a couple normal monks that are just there and like give you guys a nod as you pass. As you guys pass by, I'm going to say, Eleira and Skaldi, you guys feel a weird reverberation under your skins.
Oh.
You feel like a tingling sensation. And both of you like looking down for a moment. It's probably a little harder with your green skin now. But looking down against your skin and like Skaldi,
Are you saying it's not easy being green?
yeah.
Oh, fuck off.
Finding a spot underneath like your furry hide, Skaldi, you guys see the spots where you guys had small ebbed pieces of the dragon put into you from back with your earth elemental fight, the finale. There's a slight glow that comes from them. It's very, very slight. If you didn't feel that like vibration in your arms, you wouldn't have noticed it.
Question.
Yes.
Do we still have shards in our arms, or are these just like the scars?
These are probably the remnants of it. There's probably still something in there, unless you guys ever decided to take the time to get them out, which, like, you can. But it's up to y'all.
My pipe, not my ammo.
I have no memory of that. Must have been one heck of a splinter.
I have memory of us getting shards during the fight, but cool, we have shards. No,
Oh my god.
Yeah, you guys got
I mean,
shards.
I recall getting hit.
You guys got shards and special abilities attached to them. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
even have those special
Oh,
abilities
okay, that's
anymore.
how the abilities came about.
the
Okay.
tattoos.
Not the
No,
I don't
every time we
remember
got
short.
hit, depending on what type of crystal hit us, we had like some quick augmentation that was assigned.
There's some stuff. Yeah.
Still don't remember, but okay.
That's fine. Either way, it happened. It's a
scared now.
thing, and this is just a thing that you guys notice as you're
Yes,
heading
okay.
off to
Okay.
Felicity's room. As you head off there, you are able to get in. Whether Felicity picked the lock beforehand, she just like opens the door, while pretending to be all
You mean
secret.
Parody?
Parody. Yep. Sorry. Either way, you're able to get into her room. It seems very neat and organized, easily set up, like someone who is being away for a while. And you have the space to yourself. This one also technically has 2 windows because they just have it's a little grander, a little more grandiose, but it's in a different
Okay,
location, and you are easily able to shutter these and have access to do what you're looking to do.
Amazing. Okay. There's, if memory serves right, we kind of sleep on like at most like padded mats here, but typically like stone floor, be one with the earth type shit in the way of the 4 element school.
You definitely have mats because you're up on top of a mountain in the middle of winter
Yeah.
time. You need something
Yeah.
to separate you from the
Some kind of
freezing
insulation.
cold
Yes.
ground. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just saying, water's an element too. You should get a water bed. They're super cozy.
I mean, be one with the earth. I can just bury you.
You can't hear it
What
in
a
the back of my
solution.
head right now, but the Kill Bill siren is going on.
That's an accurate sound. That sounds right.
Oh my god.
Anyways, I'm clipping
Did it get
that.
darker in here?
So where Felicity's like bed pad would be,
Mm.
was just literally gonna look at it for a hot second and just like, nope, and just lay on the flat dirt floor, and just be like, okay, Gwen, whenever you're ready.
Okay, just to double check, does anyone have ways to communicate with me? Because I can speak to people, but nobody can talk back. I just want to know, so for like timing of
DM, I
things.
have a logistical question about that. Can I talk to Gwen in my head while I'm asleep? Because I have the telepathy thing. Nope.
You're-
Okay, cool.
you're-
Probably not
an-
because you're asleep.
Yeah, you're an astral projection
checking.
off into like a dream realm.
Yeah.
All right, so plan then,
I will
because
let-
we're a little ways
what-
away.
what I will
Can you
allow
give me like
is Gwen to be
Yeah.
able to like telepathically communicate to you, to your body while you're dreaming. Yes, I'll allow that, but that just means Gwen has all the power in the situation, and that's it.
I'm just gonna be leaving voicemails, so when you come back, they'll just all hit you at once.
Eleira?
Question. Is Skaldi going into the dream also, or is Skaldi doing some other reconnaissance or defense something?
I am building a plan, including the necrolions we got. So I just need to check something's size.
Okay. Are you doing anything actively or passively, or are you passively in the room, like keeping an eye on Serenity, or are you doing something else?
Literally laying on the floor and waiting for Gwen to cast a spell. That's it.
No, I meant is Skaldi like in the room working on getting something set up as that's
Oh,
happening
I'm
to
sorry.
you?
Okay. They are bigger than I thought. Cool. Have we seen any myconids walking around here?
There's mushrooms themselves, but you're not seeing like a
No 3 foot
complex
tall
fungal
mushroom
form.
people.
No,
Cool.
yeah, no.
But wait, are the
Yeah, my
mushrooms
plan's not
walking
gonna work.
around?
So the
No, not right
necrolions,
now.
with the necrolions, I could summon a myconid, and I was gonna have him stand guard. But if 3 foot tall mushroom people are not a thing here, it would stand out. So we're not gonna do that.
No, they're not.
Oh my god.
You're not from around
How
here. I
how
see.
tall are the
I
are the
wish
hallways?
I wish you had mentioned this earlier. I would have been like, oh yeah, someone want to have it stand guard outside our room that we're not in. And if anyone just have it just be
yeah.
like, I'm guarding this room. You're not allowed in. And that's all it does.
Skaldi. Go pull out something from your bag of tricks and send it over
yeah.
to the door of our old room so then they can stand guard. So it's like there's something there. Kind of like that, but
True.
it's not quite as taxing because it's just a bag of tricks.
Bag of tricks is more normal looking.
Yes.
How tall are the hallways?
Probably up to, I would say, 12 feet.
Like, are there rafters up there and stuff to climb on?
Not on like every single hallway. In like,
Outside Felicity's room?
roll me a d20.
Aldi is slowly becoming Batman.
20!
Oh my god.
There is
Yes.
not,
You can
but
stay.
Felicity has set up a small hidey hole up right above her room for when her pupils try to prank her. So it is perfectly set up for you to just sit up there anyways.
I'm gonna get up there and I'm gonna be a sniper and just guard.
Yeah.
And I'm also gonna do the bag of tricks and have whatever I pull
What do you pull?
go guard.
Are you just
I
gonna
don't know.
pull out
Let's
one,
get to
Or
it.
are you gonna pull out all three? It's
Just one.
Just 3 bears. 3 bears in one room in a hallway.
Keep
Where's my
moving.
bag of tricks?
One's porridge was too cold. One was too warm.
Did I not add bag of tricks in here?
And this
Oh my
room was
God.
just right.
Love it.
Goldilocks is sleeping. You fucking move along.
we're the worst. Anyways,
I'm fired.
so roll a
Oh,
d8.
the app is not helping me.
Roll a d8.
Roll a d8. That's how we bag of tricks? Okay.
Yeah.
4.
4. You can choose a boar or a goat.
The goat.
A mountain goat just comes
A
out.
mountain goat.
All right.
Guard
Plan.
Parody's room. Or
Guard Parody's room.
it goes. It does that.
All right. So here's the thing. Serenity. I need you to wait like 5 or 10 minutes so I can actually get to the place before you interact with him in the dream. So just like set up your stuff, make sure everything's all tidy the way that you like it, and then you can do whatever to talk with him. But for whatever reason, if like dream time works different than like our time,
Right.
I want to make sure that I'm there for the whole conversation.
Okay.
But when you wake up, let me know because otherwise I will have
Oh,
no
yeah.
way of knowing when you're done.
Oh yeah, I'll let you know. No
Okay.
worries. Okay, so you need me wait 5
All right.
minutes?
Yeah, like five minutes.
Okay. 5-10 minutes.
All right, you ready? Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, so lay down. I take out the sand from my pouch. And I kind of like sprinkle it. I don't know. I don't remember what I did last time, but I'll put it in like little piles around you. And then I will take out my quill and ink and just start writing Scarin in different like fonts or whatever down your arms. And I'll just start like doodling a little with the ink. You are getting very sleepy as I'm like
Draw a
casting the
twirly
spell.
mustache on me.
That's that you went kinder to where I was just about to be like, hey.
But yeah, so then I'll doodle some things and just write Scarin and like make sure the sand is all good, and I'll be like, okay,
We are doing
Second she snores, draw a dick on her horn.
draw a dick on her horn.
Anyways. Are you doing the
Like
normal
horn
dream?
squared.
18 plus stream.
Are you doing the normal dream or the monstrous thing where it's like scary, need a wisdom saving throw, and it hurts them?
I'm gonna do the normal thing. However, I want to make it very clear that I'm donning I'm blanking on her name right now. I don't know why. The artist formerly known as Blissy. I'm donning her disguise.
Because you can
Yep.
shape the dream how you
Yes.
want it to look too. So what are you
Yes.
imagining for your place settings for this play?
I think actually I feel like an empty desert almost.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah,
Yes.
totally. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe no, we're not bringing Western Bliss back. That's not happening.
No,
No more Cowboy Bliss.
God, they've run into
The
each other.
stream ain't big enough for the both of us.
That might be my favorite one tonight.
Oh
Okay.
man.
Cool. Yeah, you set up this desert wasteland appearance. You turn yourself into the anime-esque uwu Blissy look.
Awful.
Gwen, you are able to go and wild shape once more, crawl back into the room. Give me a stealth check with advantage as you get into the room. And Eleira, you are misleading yourself so that way you can basically like pretend to be like just sitting there and then be over somewhere else.
Correct. So I'm gonna have myself sitting at the desk or at wherever there's able to sit where it can look like I'm writing or like looking at a book. That's gonna be the deception, and then I will be in the opposite corner, kind of like camped out invisibly.
That's fair. Do you want?
That's a 17.
Cool. Do you want to be in a corner that can have eyes straight to the door, or do you want to be in like behind the door Or like
Behind
be
the door.
surprised?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
The illusion is on the opposite corner where the person opens the door. That's the first thing they will see, and then they'll see Bliss, and then I will fucking stab them.
I will fucking stab him. Okay, got you. Cool.
Getting protective, I see.
Hi.
And then
No reason.
Gwen, roll me either depending on what you're trying to figure out, either if you're just trying to, are you trying to observe the room as a whole? Are you trying to investigate anything in particular, or specifically watch Scorn for reactions?
I would love to watch him for reactions. The room he's in, he was surrounded by a couple people, I remember, and he was on a bed. Is there any way I can kind of like throw myself into the rafters or something just so I can kind of observe?
You fuckers in the rafters. Yeah.
I'm a lizard. It's what I do.
Granted, you can be on any surface basically as a lizard. But what you see,
I could sit on his chest for all we know, but I don't want him to like wake up and smack me like a fly.
what you see in
Never
the
mind
room
now.
as a whole is, again, you see Scarin on the bed, like half armor on, tossing and turning while asleep still. You see a glaive sitting far away with a cloak. You see the same similar blue skinned tiefling or infernal person of some sort with one wing staring out the windows still. Roll me an insight check. I'll say in addition to that, the other things that you notice is the room still seems very plain, like it was probably for a monk from here. The couple weird things here, besides the stuff already named, is there's also like a weird mirror that, like, just by like looking by it, you see some like stuff move into it that doesn't look right for a moment, but then like you're able to keep skittering away from that for the moment.
Okay. That is a 23.
Nice. Then you will have full access to figuring out his side of the tales as this goes on.
Fantastic. All right, I'll send a little ping back. Just be like, okay, I'm good, guys.
Cool.
Go, go, go.
Not sure
Yeah.
if you're within range, but that's fine.
Crystal Rangers.
Crystal Rangers. Oh my god, it's getting worse.
Go, Crystal Rangers. Anyways, I actually don't mind
Amazing.
that one.
Amazing. There's only one ranger in the party, but we're all rangers at heart. Name update? Whoops.
Look, change it whenever
Crystal
you want.
Rangers. We rock.
I love it.
Quit the campaign. I gotta go.
Anyways, Bliss,
Yeah.
Serenity. Not long after the dream sequence starts, there is a tumbleweed goes by, a quick sandstorm, and as the sand like picks up, does a little whirlwind and goes away. You see the form of Scorn there, looking around, confused as to the state. You see his hands going crazy, like he's like hitting something away a moment ago, and then looks around to see the desert. How passively perception is up to this guy? Not very. Doesn't notice you for the moment. It's just looking around. Doesn't notice the one other humanoid here. It's just looking around. He unfurls his wings and begins flapping to try to like get up higher to figure out where he is. Do you actually shape what the person themselves looks like in the dream? Or
It just says you shape the dream, so I would imagine you can affect all aspects of it.
I don't think it specifically said the person in general, but it did say like the whole dreamscape, the world, that kind of thing. So
I'd probably make you guys do, like, if there's something that you want to change about each other, I'm going to say that because you're the target, you'll have advantage on the checks, but you guys will probably have to make contested checks against each other if like there's a manipulation of each other or maybe some of the environment. But for the most, for at least for himself.
What about manipulation of myself?
Yourself? Fine. But
Okay.
like he is visualizing his self right now. So besides a bald head with a top knot that has it secured with a piece of metal, he has his full armor on right now, and even with the full armor, he's still able to, like, barely, but able to lift himself with these wings as he goes up. He has his glaive and twirls in his hand as he looks around and trying to figure out what's going on. Unless you're announcing yourself, I'm just gonna make him roll a flat perception check to see if he
I
notices you.
like as he's looking around wildly at some point, she's just watching him for a hot second, and then we'll just go, "Wow, it actually worked."
And you look like Blissy, right?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
okay.
very specifically, like the cartoonish version of me, not me.
Yep. Looks the wings falter first, like they freeze up in the air for a moment, and then immediately he drops down like a little bit, just for like the accidental freeze, and says, so "This one again. I'll solve it like last time," and comes at you
Again.
with his glaive.
So being able to manipulate this dream,
Hmm.
would I be able to do some ridiculous ass Inception shit and just like seep through the sand and then appear behind him?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep dodging him. Anytime he tries to attack me, I'm just gonna dodge.
Love that. Goes to try to hit. Goes to try to hit again. Continuously misses. Even if he did hit you, it doesn't do anything. But
Right.
But it's the very frustrated scene in the middle of like The Last Jedi where it's
Kind of
just
enjoying
can't
like
hit,
pissing him
can't
off
hit,
a little
can't
bit.
hit.
Yeah.
You do see the anger like getting him. You see like blood vessels beginning to like get like stressed against the skin. The eyes have a bit of like almost a crazed rage to it. You can see a small portrait token of him on stream if you want to see it. But you see a dark blue azure tiefling. The horns are not there because like fuck that thing's horn capability, but small collar, full blackened armor, and is just continuously trying to get you. Doesn't stop. There's not a conversation that eventually takes place if he's leading it. It's just him continuously trying to get you. For at least a little while.
Yeah. Well, so my question is he like every time I dodge him, it's not that I necessarily appear right behind him, but I appear, around him elsewhere where he's not attacking.
Yeah, you
Would I be able to
meerkat
like
it. Yeah, I
get
get you.
Yeah, I'm meerkatting the fuck out of this shit. Would I be able to get some words in edgewise
Oh
there?
yeah, you
Okay.
have the opportunity to talk as
Okay.
he's doing this.
Yeah, so I'll like reappear and be like, "Why do you want to kill me so bad?"
Roll me an insight check.
Oh shit. Okay. Insight. What's my insight? +8. Oh, 18? It's a 10 on the die?
There is a moment like when you say this one of the times, you probably still meerkat away in that moment, but there's a moment where like there's a pause. You've never talked in my dreams before. That's weird.
Yeah, it's almost like I'm trying to communicate with you. Hi.
There's like a moment where like he goes to he like goes forward to like continue doing what he's doing and then like stops and thinks for a moment. I'm gonna just give him a straight intelligence check. Ooh, that was a bad roll. It's like, guess my dreams are developing. And just goes back to trying to get you one more time.
She'll dodge again and then just be like, "No. I've been watching you and I have friends. So we can either have a chat or I can send my friends to kill you."
Roll an intimidation check.
Okay, Skaldi and I are apparently gonna have to Rochambeau over which friend gets sent to kill.
Fuck. Not super intimidating. That is a 10. That is a straight 10. She's too sweet to be intimidating.
Yeah, you're saying it, but it's like it's like the sweetness comes through, and it's like
Yeah.
this is what you would act like, wouldn't it? It just goes back to trying to swing at you again. there's like a belief for a moment that this was real, and then like that check just was like, nope, never mind. This is just me imagining shit again.
You're not gonna hit me.
I do eventually.
Not this time.
And why not?
Because I say so. Because I want to talk to you. Surprisingly, after everything you've done. I just want to understand why.
Why what?
Why did you kill Mom? Your own sister. And you tried to kill a baby. What's wrong with you? And for what? The city of brass? You're a tiefling. What's waiting for you in the city of brass?
This isn't a dream. This isn't my dream.
No. I told you I have friends. My friends know magic. And they helped me get in touch with you. I'm a surprisingly honest person, actually. But you wouldn't know that because you've just been trying to kill me.
Looks around for a moment. Is this where you are?
I just shrug at him.
I understand if you're too young to remember.
I mean, I was literally an infant. So,
The blade twirls in his hand and points it at you. I wasn't the one who killed her.
except you were. That's what Irona said.
Sweet Granny. You can believe what you want.
Then who killed her?
He keeps staring directly at you.
Vinny, quick history check.
Yes,
Irona never saw the whole thing, right? But Dad did.
correct.
Thought so.
And correct, yes.
Okay. And she'll just say, that's what Dad told me.
Believe a Fae if you want. You're part Fae yourself. I'd expect nothing but tricks from you. It's fine. I'm
Ironically, just the opposite.
ironically okay. That was funny. Um,
Was completely unintentional, but thank you.
It says, I'm going to claim the city of brass because it is something that I believe we can do. I believe that you have a missing piece that rarely happens, especially for tieflings. Well, I guess it depends on the type. But it's hard to find a noble tiefling. One of noble blood, one of royal blood. And there is a lot of use with titles and specific types of blood. I am leaving this plane to find my own form of victory, my own place to be, to exist.
So you just want to be a conqueror.
I want to lead somewhere that doesn't have the stinking memories of this plane.
Why do you have to lead? Why can't you just go?
How much do you know about the fire, specifically the city of brass?
I know a little. Did a bit of research, was trying to understand why in all the planes that ever were, why you think I'm your key to taking over.
Because, and you watch at this moment, he gets a little impetulant and like slams the bottom of the glaive into the sands. Because I know what I saw. I know what your bracelet said. I know what your blood is. I'm going to make use of it. The
What did
reason
it say?
said brass.
Except it didn't. You need to get lessons in reading again. It said Bliss.
The reason I don't want to go enjoy the city of brass by myself is there's quite a few problems there. I don't know if you've got to read into their whole socio-economical standards, but there is more slaves than normal people. I would rather not be on the possibility of dealing with that. So head to the top, deal with the top, reorganize as I see fit.
Still don't get why you killed Mom.
Don't say that about my sister again.
What? That you killed her? That you took my mother away from me
You
before
don't
I
get
even
to.
got to know her?
You don't get to finish that second sentence
Dodge!
as he comes back at you again. You watch something akin to a rage take over
Mhm.
him as he begins just continuously trying to slice at you.
Yeah. It just becomes, again, dodge. Why do you deny the truth? And then he probably swipes at me again. Um, why are you living in this delusion, in this fantasy? Dodge again. Uh, why won't you just admit what you did?
As you do that, you hear, what's your passive perception?
13.
13. I'll let you roll for it. Roll me a perception check. Why are you so squeaky?
I'm nervous. Oh no. I like dropped my die on my dog. Um,
That's impressive.
18.
18.
Mhm.
You hear weird mutterings, in Infernal, which you understand.
Mhm.
That's talking about. He's like, "Can't wait to empty you out of every drop of blood, take the
Ooh.
metal in your body, and turn it into a little trinket." And just keeps saying that back and forth as he keeps trying to slice at you and slice at you and slice at you and slice at you.
I might have to sue for copyright infringement.
It doesn't do metal skulls, don't worry. He has a different style. Um, keeps going at you as you keep talking. There is an increase in frustration. What was your Gwen? What was your perception check? It was like a 21 or something. It was high.
I think it was investigation and it was
Investigation.
23. Oh no, it was insight and it was 23.
Insight. Um,
But perception would have been the same.
okay. With insight's a little better. You watch the dreams get a little more fitful, like a little more movement. There's a point where you see his fingers clawing into his own skin, where he like draws blood. And you watch as tears start falling from his eyes. As he's sleeping. You do not
Murderer, don't say what?
you do not get that same reaction, Serenity. You get the anger and the rage and almost the outrage at you for these accusations as he continues to just keep trying to hit you. Which like at this point even he knows is like fruitless. Like it's like
At this point it's just like just blind rage.
Yeah. What I will say is something that as a fighter, as a martial fighter, one thing that you learned very quickly from watching this is either this is dream augmentation or he is terrifyingly fast as a fighter. The reason you can dodge him is because you control the dream. The amount of hits that you would have taken in the first like 20 seconds would have been like annihilate. Like it's like more hits than that you dealt with the entire fight you guys had outside of the Isabella Zoo. Like it's an astounding amount. Like he's very quick on his feet. The rage, while it's taking over, seems to be enhancing his martial prowess right now, and if it's accurate, it's
Oh God.
pretty
Is he
good.
like a fucking barbarian fighter multi-class? Fuck, man.
He's something.
He's
So he
something.
can take like what, 7 hits per round?
Fuck.
But yeah, he like continues to there is like his eyes, similar to yours, similar to your mother's, are those orange eyes that you can almost feel like burning with fire, like as he's just trying to hurt you right now. There's still more chance for talking if there are questions you want to try to get out, or if there's ways you want to tease him or lead him. But like at the moment, he is just like full rage coming at you.
God, I don't know. If anybody wants to feed me questions to ask him, if not, I will probably end this shortly because I'm like kind of blanking a little bit. Um,
I'm only useful at that kind of stuff when I know what I want to find out, and I'm a little lost based on like the misperceptions on both sides.
yeah, like that's what's throwing me off hardcore.
Mhm.
You could ask him how you killed your mom. Maybe he'll tell you that story.
You
He
know
didn't
what?
actually say it, did he? He just kind of glared at
Sure.
her.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just kind of
Mhm.
pointed at me and glared at me.
Yeah.
Um, and she'll just go, okay. I'll kind of antagonize him a little bit more, but I'll be like, "You really think I killed her, don't you?
Did
How? I was a baby.
you were born?
That's not my fault."
Well, she's not around to take the blame for that.
So you have to kill her only daughter.
I have to make use of her.
Were you going to make use of my mother?
No. She didn't have. She wasn't in the position you're in. She's not the weird hybrid you are. She's not
I'm weird.
nobility.
Look who's talking.
He slowed down the fighting for a bit, but you watch his back straighten a bit when you say something like that. It's like, sure.
You're the one who was obsessed with killing a baby.
I hear it's good to be goal oriented. You were born. She died. She died.
And from that moment on, you wanted to be in the city of brass. You never wanted it before then?
Roll an insight check.
Ooh. Please be good. Please be good. Fuck, that's a 1. I'm upset.
We do have 1 reroll and 4 crits.
Can I be an asshole and steal a crit on this one?
I think
is-
this is one that you should steal
I
a
think
crit.
this is one where I deserve it a little bit.
I
Mhm.
didn't, I didn't realize that's what those were in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we need text labels for that.
What's the 5?
Those
The
are like D4 add-ons, so inspiration.
Yeah.
Or not,
Okay.
not inspiration, guidance, or basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like guidance.
Neat.
Cool. I took away a crit, if you so wish. What does that bring your total up to?
20. Oh, if I do the insight, 28.
Yeah, pretty good.
I would hope that's good enough.
Yeah, it was pretty good. He's not like, I'm trying to just see how much you read on like the facial expression. Is like you ask him these questions, these very particular questions, about like, and you finally lead him a little away from specifically focusing on like you and and Pensy, and that moment of like her death, your fault, your like that back and forth, and like you just like extrapolate like slightly from there. And you're like, so when did you get goal oriented? When did all of your success and fruition like come to mind? And you watch him like slow for a
When
moment.
did you start manifesting?
Yeah, when did you start manifesting your goals? And he pauses, and like there is more than the rage or anything else that's been on his face. There's actually a confusion behind that for a moment, being like, I it was after you. It was after.
So you didn't want the city of brass before.
Well,
Do you even remember before? Do you remember growing up with Mom? Do you remember when she got pregnant?
yes.
Do you remember when she got married?
There's like a small smile from him at that. Like, yeah,
And back then, you didn't want the city of brass.
didn't I didn't know about it then.
When did you know about it?
When did I know? He looks up at you in confusion. Is like, when did I? Before or after you?
What actually changed? Aside from me starting to exist, what actually changed? Because a baby being the only reason to start wanting the city of brass, that's kind of crazy.
It did change. You existed, and that was a piece, but that wasn't. How did I? How did I learn about the city? He looks genuine, like completely confused, and he's like actively forgotten about the fight with you in this moment, where he's just like, he's really trying to figure out where this little piece, this nugget, like what started him on this. Why was there a need for this? And you watch him just looking around and looking down and being like, it was that night? It was that night. It was the night it's the night you. No, I didn't know about it then. We are at. We're at one of the taverns.
We who?
We were celebrating. We were, we were celebrating you being born. Who, who was there with me? I, who was there?
You don't remember?
I was at a bar celebrating. I wasn't. Was I alone? No. A bunch of us were excited.
You remember faces? If you can't remember names?
I'll have him roll a check.
Me or him?
I'm gonna have him just roll and see if there's. He's he's not good at brain stuff. He's very not good at brain stuff. He continues to look confused for the moment, and there's a moment where he like begins to wanting to like come at you again. Like you watch like the rage like take over for a moment, but then he just stops and takes a step back. It's like, I need, and starts just walking away from you.
Who were you celebrating with? I'm just gonna follow after him.
We were at the Driftwood Drop. We were having drinks. We were having fancy drinks. We never have fancy drinks. Who was paying for the drinks? Someone from Pearl Shaw. I don't,
Someone from Pearlshaw paid for the drinks?
yeah, they, someone was celebrating with us.
Do you
Let's-
remember what they look like?
No, their name was weird though. It rhymed.
What was their name?
Dun, dun, dun. He made a joke about it. I don't think he liked the joke. They didn't. He didn't like the joke. But he still bought us drinks anyways. His last name was Clement. It's his first name. I need to get out of here. I need to.
What was his name? What was their name?
Clement something. I
Their first name.
get out of here and like immediately goes to like it's the most half-hearted of all
Dodge.
these swings. Yeah, the most half-hearted of all these swings just tries to like swipe at you. It goes wide without you even dodging, but you like just instinctually.
I think at that point she like can see it's going wide and just like ducks out of the way, doesn't even sand shifty thing. What was their name? Do you remember their face?
It just has to be a bad dream. You're just here bringing up shitty memories. This is just a bad dream.
Karen, I'm here.
Can you just make something to drink or something to hit? Any
Why?
anything? I don't like thinking about this. There's nothing
Why?
to focus on.
You don't need to hit something to focus.
Yes, I'm
No, you don't.
I fight. That's what I'm good at. I'm a warrior. Mercenary. Leader. Those are the things I am and can be. That's it.
You're also a person. Why do you think I'm here?
To torture me some more.
No. I wanted to understand. I wanted to know why.
You're the key to getting to the city of the brass. That's it.
But someone's tampered with your memory, it sounds like. Who bought you the drinks?
Some some fancy lad from like the Clement estate. I don't know.
What did they look like? If you don't remember their name, you at least remember the person who bought you drinks, what they looked like.
Oh, he was a performer or like a bard or something. I don't know. He had a white mask that he wore. Very robust perform style. remember what he looked like.
Always wore the mask?
No, we talked to him. We had to talk to him face because I remember him looking upset when we made the rhyming joke.
Can you show me his upset face? This is a dream space. You can control parts of it too.
He attempts to. He like summons up some earth, some sand, and like does like just like an angry expression first. Like it's very very simple. For the
Very
moment.
rudimentary, like frowny face.
It basically looks like if you took the like happy and sad masquerade masks, but just made a grumpy version of one of those. Like that's what he does. It's like, but it wasn't on the mask. It was his face, and wipes it away for a second. And it's just it looked like this, and shows you a white mask of a very similar shape and eye cut and mouth cut to a mask that you know Eleira has, and that you saw on someone else beforehand. Or at the very least, I don't remember if you know for a fact Eleira has it. No, Eleira uses it for performances.
Yeah, no, she's displayed it quite proudly.
And you saw on one other person at one point walking out of Iron's chambers. I believe that's all the times that this Serenity has seen that mask so far.
Yes.
That was the mask. I don't.
But you don't remember the face.
I think it changed.
Changed? Like a polymorph?
Or a disguise, or a spell, or something. Yes, as part of the performance, he changed his skin color and hair and stuff when he was performing.
Do you remember the other faces he made?
It was different lengths of face. We were very drunk. He starts to try to form things. But like again, he was drunkenly celebrating, so like he's like trying to put these faces together, and it's like one of them has like a beard and stuff, and like really long like red hair, even though you can't really get color from sand. And then like another one, like you're seeing like a short buzz cut for a second, and like no beard at all. But like the facial structure is the same between like 3 or 4 of them, but like he makes a few of these faces.
And that's what you remember before. You don't remember anything between the bar and my birth.
I remember yelling.
Yelling.
That was later. That was when you like he tries to be, like have an angry expression for a moment, but it like immediately falters right now, where he's like, that was people were yelling when she died.
Well, what about before? After the bar, before I was born?
I don't.
They couldn't have happened one after the other.
I don't. He for this moment looks very dejected. Like the rage and whatever was on before is like gone at this point. He just looks very confused at his own memories, his own perception of what all this was. Who the fuck is this person that he's remembering now? And it's just like there's just a lot of where there was like unbridled rage and certainty before. There is none of that now.
I'm not sure at this point whether to ask to make another insight check or make an arcana check. Because it does seem like his memory's been messed with, or at the very least he was maybe drugged. Um, I don't know if I could like retroactively check that. I
There's
don't know
not
what to ask for here.
there's not a lot you can check in this moment, I would say.
Mm.
Right now you guys are in like a dreamscape where you guys can control the entire environment. There's no way,
Okay.
there's not
Okay.
a factual way to gather anything at this very moment.
Yeah. Okay. Fuck.
Or as far as I can think of it. If anyone else has
Mhm.
suggestions and wants to toss them in, they're more than welcome to. But me, Vinny, as far as I can tell, like it's two people with their own perceptions in a dreamscape where they can shape whatever they want. So there's really only so much you can get
Right.
here.
Yeah. I mean.
Oh, that's psychologically viable.
I
Yeah.
feel like we need
Yeah.
to return to this at another point. Like, I feel like you've gotten as much as you can. But he
Yeah.
seems agreeable to talking, at least in the dream.
At least in the
So there's
dreamscape.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Becca, can Gwen check to see if there's like a vision board in his room?
Oh,
Or
vision board. Awful.
I
How
can
actually?
check if there's a vision board above his head currently, but that's
This
about it.
this is my question for Gwen's perspective specifically. How is he doing in the real world right now? Like, has he calmed down?
I don't
to
know.
to give that to Gwen.
Yep.
He has stopped clawing at himself.
Okay.
There is still a stream of tears that's coming out. He has settled to one side, and for a few moments, it just looks like he's having like deep shivers, and you realize he's just like shuddering, like letting out small sobs.
Okay.
Okay.
I wish I could see into his dreams when we're not affecting them.
Mhm.
Because apparently this seems to be like a constant thing for him.
Mhm.
Is like Blissy is showing up in his dreams.
Mhm.
I'm curious to see what she would be doing in like when you're not controlling her.
I'm down to give you guys a way to do that at some point with like you guys have you're level 14, you have plenty of spells that you can like if I was like combine sending and dream and this other thing, I can be like, yeah, you can
Yeah.
look into it for a
Yeah.
little. But yeah,
Yeah.
I would say
That'd be something.
for the moment, you guys
That would be
separately
fun. Okay.
are probably getting as much as you can from this specific situation.
Mhm.
All right.
Um.
So calm down. Cool.
All right.
So is there anything else Serenity wants to do in the dream?
I think. I think she's just going to leave the dream off with. Uh. Like, I think she's feeling a little conflicted in this moment because she was ready to go into this guns blazing, and now she sees this like confused man in front of her, right? And being the peppy go-getter that she always wanted to have um and I think, he's kind of lost in his confusion for a little bit, and she's, still standing at a distance from him, and I think she'll walk up to him, put a hand on his shoulder, and say, "Scarin, I know you don't believe me right now, but I didn't kill my mother."
I will say immediate reaction to you trying to touch him is he doesn't stay as calm anymore. The reaction is of someone who hasn't gotten a hug from like a human being for a very long time or in physical interaction. Like immediate
Jerks away, yeah.
immediate jerks away, backs up a few steps, gets very defensive very quickly from like this small physical like kind gesture.
Yeah.
The blade, like again, barely, but like is just kind of pointing at you. As I assume, as you keep saying this, I assume you said the whole thing. It says,
Yep.
"You were too young to know. Should I trust you?"
I have so many witnesses that say otherwise. But I'm also starting to think that maybe you didn't want to kill her.
Why would I want to kill my sister?
Because that's what Dad and Grandma said you did. Dad saw the whole thing.
I'm sorry you were raised by a pair of liars.
I don't see why someone would want to lie about that.
Me neither.
I'm starting to think that somebody did trick you. But it's not me. The fact that you don't remember, that creeps me out. I'm not gonna lie. And while I could just barge in guns blazing and take you head on, I'm not gonna do that. Because I think that's what you expect me to do. I think someone messed with your memories, with your mind. I think someone's using you. And I'm gonna find out who. And I don't know if we'll ever be family, like normal family. But I think my mother would prefer that I try to find peace with her brother rather than kill him.
He doesn't talk for the rest of this interaction unless you like specifically are trying to do anything else. But I would like you to at least roll me one last persuasion check.
Ooh, a persuasion check. What's my persuasion? It's a 0. Let's see how this goes, fam. Let's see how this fucking goes. That's an 11.
Slightly
It's not
above
great.
average.
It's slightly above average, but it's not great.
Better than average.
Is there anything else that you would like to do or attempt while you're in here?
I think she's just gonna leave it with maybe one day we'll talk again. And maybe then, if you can remember, you can tell me what you remember between the bar and my birth. Because you should remember. Grandma misses you a bit, you know, despite everything, even though she's scared of you.
After a few moments of silence, you watch the shoulders slacken a bit at that statement, and he just tries to go wandering off.
It's a dream. You're not gonna go anywhere, but okay. And I'm just gonna wake up.
Cool. Wake up! Shake up! Cool.
Every fucking time.
I
Bye.
think that is a good spot for us to actually take a quick break, just so everyone
Woo.
can do a quick walk around, and then we'll pop right back into it.
Neat.
See you all in a few minutes. Walking through the entranceway is maybe Solara, Ara, Chiv, and you see a young boy with familiar hair and eyes,
Motherfucker.
with an adult old gentleman with short gray hair. There we go. The whole gang's back together. And that's where we're going to end this session.
Oh my god. Don't make me full name you, Mel. What the fuck? Is this where Kellenborg died,
Hi.
Vinny?
I just remembered that and I got really sad.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I was right.
Not right here, but
But in this place.
He died here?
He said
not,
he
not
told
right
you
here.
that
But
he died in a mining incident.
He died in the Melrin mines?
yeah.
He said he was trying
Can
to
Sid have figured that out?
You got a nat 20 on your religion check. I will say
Yeah.
that, like, after a moment or two, you think about that. You like some of the previous conversations run through your head. You think about this little kid who, like, and then you replay the story a bit of being like, and like as he turned like 15 trees, and it's like those could make some cool toys.
Yeah.
Some good wood.
Yeah,
Some nice
like
bark.
that would make a good grave. Like I think the justification is that would make a good grave. I would not bury somebody there.
Don't bury somebody into that dirt. Don't do it.
We're
Bad
not
dirt.
burying anyone here. We can't kill anyone because we can't bury them
I
here.
want to know what justifies as bad dirt now.
Like if it's
You
not going to
should
be like
know.
good quality, if
Yeah,
it's not going
nature-
to, yeah, you would know
No,
too.
not as Lyra.
Wait. So,
I mean, there's people,
okay,
but
cool.
there's not like a lot
how-
of people, but people.
Oh, I didn't know. I assumed we were the only 4 in the shop, so that's my mistake.
Well, I mean, his shop is kind of like an outdoor stall. Like, again, he's literally like that guy from the opening from Aladdin, where it's like it's
Mel, the face.
My
I want
mistake.
that. I want that face as our new group
Please
chat.
no. Please no.
It's happening.
Seriously, meme. For fuck's
probably the least liked. Things that smelled awful, ratty mud off the street, and Onolove explained it as if you give even the worst thing a chance to be better, there's a good chance it might happen.
I feel like Connie can't contribute to the conversation right now. She's just staring angrily at her wall, like fuming quietly. She's gone from angry throwing stage to just
Trying to figure out if I have like a stress ball or something. I don't think so.
I
think
can
a
be.
stress
I
ball is kinda cutting.
I can. A barbarian can be used as a stress ball. I'm debating.
I mean, not to be a person of a singular track mind, but you know, that's the way the kid wants to go, is just down that one tunnel instead of laying out into these other ones. We can always check them on our way back, but
Did you just make a one-track mind joke?
yes, I did. Fuck off.
God. Awful.
Fen
Listen.
meows an annoyance.
I give him scritches.
George just happy to be alive.
Yeah,
George is
just
just-
hanging out, just
George is
trotting
just
along.
Doing his
Goes up to
best.
Sid, hoping for some pets.
Oh yeah, he
Been a
gets,
minute.
Sid just picks him up and he's like, "Oh, hi, buddy."
Oh my god.
I still think we should put in the fine print that, may induce death later on if you don't come up with the good catchphrase and transform properly.
All right, I'm coming around on this.
That's what I heard from our first meeting. So,
Must
I
be
mean, I'm
okay
all
with
for
hair
it.
color changes and sometimes skin tone color changes and sometimes physical species changes as well. We don't know. What if you
Actually, it's a
pull the
good
dog
point.
card and someone turns into a dog?
Okay, I'm back in.
Isn't
That's gonna be confusing.
We would have gone and done the fucking mudslide. That would have happened at some
would
point.
have.
It's Sid's
Oh.
favorite place. It is Sid's favorite place. Sid loves dirt.
It loves dirt.
It is the great paladin that
I've
swings
got
a
jar
shovel
jar.
axe.
It
Of
was
course,
just,
it
it was
loves dirt.
Ariel.
It was just the way you said
darling.
it.
It was the way you said
It
it.
loves dirt.
Fantastic.
We're not
Sid loves
arguing the
dirt.
fact. It's just the.
It was the aggressive
I do.
affection for dirt.
Is the love? I do have a question. Is the love for dirt greater than the love they have for Yvette? Because I don't think we've ever heard them talk about Yvette like that. It's like, I love you, and then I love dirt.
It's different. Dirt is like part of their
That's what they all
personality.
say.
Dirt is to Sid as necromancy is to
To
Yvette.
Yvette.
Yes.
Like probably equal amounts of love, but it's
Here, and we're like, no, they just floated away and got. It wasn't. Unless she has some crazy magic, like people like are willing to testify, but you're probably gonna go to the police to just like have to explain some stuff. As this is going on, you all feel for the first time on Wishfall an earthquake.
First of all, the Ivory Queen has some ways to get us out of the city. From here, that might be easier to get to than the greenhouse, especially considering how far the greenhouse is from us, and the fact that we neglected to remember that the city sells watermelon that lets you see through invisibility and disguise self. So,
I'm sorry, what?
yeah, there's magical fruit. It's kind of normal now, so I kind of forgot to think about it. But there's magic fruit that makes you do all wonder of things. It's really, really fun. But one of those is see basically into the ethereal plane.
I can't fucking wait to leave this place. What the fuck is this fucking hellscape?
But it's so
where you've got
interesting.
weird ass magic fruit.
Round. How are we feeling, guys?
I am
Not
not
great,
feeling
not great.
good.
Just fucking peachy.
Cool.
Did I take any damage from that real quick?
Oh, you took 14 damage. Thank you for reminding me.
So happy to help.
Never remind him.
Hey, did we have homework last night?
That was
I'm not drowning.
that was
I am sleeping so good.
that was kind of the
Having a nice time.
that was kind of the energy that got tossed out.
Because I'm not sure I understand.
Is she acting good because she thinks acting good is going to keep everybody together, or is she just acting good because she got it all out of her system the night before?
She got most of it out of her system, so she's mellowed out.
Okay, that's all I was asking. Melloette? Like just a little mellow? A small mellow?
She's
You
mellowed
had to see that coming.
I'm hanging up now.
Hi, Mel.
Smartass.
That doesn't
I
count
know
as a
it, but
solution,
like here, this is got multiple.
Yvette. It doesn't.
This is such a problem tonight. Fuck. Anyway, the problem is it's because Ken keeps talking.
I guess I'll just shut the fuck up.
I guess I'll
Just do like your
fuck
Bliss
up.
voice for Kid instead or something. Just use a different
No,
voice.
it's fine. It's fine.
Which Bliss voice is the question?
Is one of them Southern?
No.
Through observation, we've
Theoretically.
learned how important it is to keep it to oneself.
all right, Lyra, town girl.
What's Bells doing? Yeah, I want to know how Bells is feeling right now.
She's giving shade. Talk shit, get shit.
Two. Once spells has taken a few moments to process, they are.
You get purple.
What?
What? Don't worry about it.
Shh. Visual, very hard set expressions, curly, slightly auburn reddish hair. Emanates an aura or an energy around her that is frightening.
Hate this. I hate this so much.
Carries a shield with a face on it.
No! 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 No, 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 Vinny, no, Vinny, no.
So
I'm so sorry that you guys have no clue, but also I'm so glad you have no clue because you would also be equally as angry.
I'm so happy that the wedding happened, so I don't have to deal with this melon person. This melon person.
Oh, I would have smacked you. I would have been like, "Hey, bud, come here, give me a hug." Smack upside the head. How fucking dare you?
I now live like.
The party is lightly interrogated, sees Leon tied up and exhausted. He was in magic people cuffs, like with all the fingers. It was fun. We are accepted into the tribe, given jobs and a place to stay for the night, and instructed to report back in the morning for more stuff. Skaldi runs into her brother, shoots him in the foot.
A classic.
They do a little
Classic
talking.
Skaldi.
Yeah.
That moment did become like a defining moment for Skaldi as a personality trait.
I do love I remember so clearly, it was like, you see your brother there, and then there's just this pause, and you had to be like, what do you do? And then the pause lingered, and then it was, shoot him in the foot. Just total throwaway.
I was thinking of which was the least damaging to shoot.
Neither of us belong here. And that's it.
It's fine. It was. I belong here. Look, I had a long Sunday. Is it? We don't belong in the Undercity. We don't belong on Wishfall. We don't belong in Vagari. Can you be more specific, please? There's just like a lot of different places.
She will spend 3 first level spell slots to answer. I'm gonna kill you.
At least
Vinny.
you're about to get your rest.
Yeah, no, thank fuck.
You know what? Temerity's saying that to Asuna.
I'm gonna be real. Have you ever held a weapon before?
Oh, many a weapon. You would be surprised.
I'm not talking
You
about
set
your
it up.
dick. I am not talking about your dick or someone else's dick. I'm talking about something you could. Something.
Nothing you say is going to help. Nothing you say is going to make it better.
Something you might potentially murder someone with.
Both of you to assume my
You can
part.
murder.
Thank you.
Connie, you can murder someone with a dick.
This is news to me.
Spoken like a true lesbian. Happy Pride Month, everyone.
Because I'm not sure I understand.
Is she acting good because she thinks acting good is going to keep everybody together, or is she just acting good because she got it all out of her system the night before?
She got most of it out of her system, so she's mellowed out.
Okay, that's all I was asking. Melloette? Like just a little mellow? A small mellow?
She's
You
mellowed.
had to see that coming.
I'm hanging up now.
Hi, Mel. I mean, not to be a person of a singular track mind, but you know, that's the way that Kind wants to go, is just down that one tunnel instead of laying out into these other ones. We can always check them on our way back, but
Did you just make a one-track mind joke?
yes, I did. Fuck off.
God. Awful.
Fen
Listen.
meows in annoyance.
I give him scritches.
George just happy to be alive.
Yeah,
George is
just hanging out, just
George is
trotting
just
along.
doing his
Goes up to
best.
Sid, hoping for some pets.
Oh yeah,
Get him
gets,
in it.
Sid just picks him up and he's like, "Oh, hi, buddy."
Oh my god.
I still think we should put in the fine print that, may induce death later on if you don't come up with the good catchphrase and transform properly.
All right, I'm coming around on this.
That's what I heard from our first meeting. So
Must
I
be
mean, I'm
okay
all
with
for
hair
it.
color changes and sometimes skin tone color changes and sometimes physical species changes as well. We don't know. What if you
Actually, that's a
pull the
good
dog
point.
card and someone turns into a dog?
Okay, I'm back in.
That's gonna be confusing.
Through observation, we've
Theoretically.
learned how important it is to keep it to oneself.
All right, Lyra, town girl.
What's Bells doing? Yeah, I want to know how Bells is feeling right now.
She's giving shade. Talk shit, get shit.
Two. Once Bells has taken a few moments to process, they are
Round. How we feeling, guys?
I am
Not
not
great,
feeling
not great.
good.
Just fucking peachy.
Cool.
Did I take any damage from that real quick?
Oh, you took 14 damage. Thank you for reminding me.
So happy to help.
Never remind him.
Wait, I'm so curious to see how.
Hello. Curious to see what?
Nothing. Hey, yo.
My cat.
It's
Hi,
so nice
people.
seeing the transitions work properly.
There we go.
Oh, Cammy,
That's all I
so
wanted to see.
cute.
Gotcha.
Hi, Kimmy.
So
I
pissed
love
off.
you.
Oh my god. Just a
She's
cat
so
head.
mad.
I wonder why. I wonder why.
She's so
Keeps
tolerant.
choosing to be up here.
So, at the very least, at this moment, Serenity, you pop out of the dream. Eleira, you
Yep.
see that. At the moment, Gwen, you are technically still watching because you don't know that technically that Serenity's in the room. So you're still in the room, watching Scarin for as long as you decide you want to do that. And Skaldi, you are just sitting above that door.
Yep.
Do I notice anything that would indicate that the dream has ended? Like, it's possible that there is none. Like, he just continues on doing what he's doing. I'm just curious.
Roll me an insight check.
It's when you make me roll again that there becomes issues. It's not that bad. That's a 20.
It's not that bad. It's a 20.
Not so bad.
I'm actually we'll say it's more of a perception, but either way, you said they're about the same. Or
It's
are the
yeah,
same.
it's the same one. Yeah.
So he doesn't seem to wake up, but whatever the dream was that he was having seems to subside enough that he calms. But he like not the weird movement from before, not the craziness that happened during, and the after is currently just calm sleep. So either he's just still in that desert doing absolutely nothing, or like he reconfigured his own dream. But for now, it seems to be peaceful enough that there's a visible change from like stressed to nothing.
Okay. Then I'm gonna give it probably another minute or two, and then I'll start slowly making my way back. That way, in case I hear any confirmation one way or the other.
That's fair.
Oh, surprisingly, do not have message here. Yikes. Okay.
No, but
You have your telepathy.
Yeah, I have the telepathy thing, which has like freaking 200 feet on it or whatever.
No, it's like
So
60 feet. You guys.
sorry. Yeah, no, I'm
Is
being
it
dramatic.
really?
It's like 60 feet. Yeah.
It's really short. Yeah.
Oh,
It's short.
shit.
It's a
Yeah,
pretty short
no,
distance.
it's not.
No, I'm being dramatic as fuck. I apologize.
Yeah, no, you guys have like
fuck.
a 60 foot, right? Yeah, that's why even you were like yelling at them with the thing. I was like, they
Yeah.
don't hear you,
Yeah.
but that's fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Bliss sits up, and just kind of looks at Eleira like, remind me again, do you know, what is it, sending, right? Do you know that one?
The illusion looks at you and points into the other corner as a voice comes from the invisible corner space. He goes, I never learned that spell, I'm sorry.
Damn it. Okay.
Literally just a kindness to like not freak you out when the voice came from behind you.
Nope. Appreciate that. Someone, I think, is screwing with his memory. Or did screw with his memory back then. And then just let that fester.
That makes sense. That's what I would do.
What you would do.
If I was trying to take out someone or like send someone on a crazy mission for a thing, I would absolutely just hack their brain. You know how aware they are of it?
It seemed like not at all. He actually talked to me a little bit, but once I stopped talking about Mom, once I asked him about like memories Mom, he actually kind of calmed down a little bit. The last thing he remembers, or the last thing he could talk about that he remembered, was a bar called the Driftwood Drop. He met maybe a bard with the last name Clement. And actually, they wore a mask that's kind of like yours.
That keeps coming up lately.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to figure out what this mask is, because I got mine completely by chance. I think I picked up... DM, did I pick this up in a shop somewhere?
I'm pretty sure it... So either you picked it up at the slave trade ring that you broke up. It was either you picked it up there, or you picked it up during the game, which makes more sense during one of the many random things that you guys did, which unfortunately...
Okay, so, yeah. So more likely that they were there when I got them. Like, yeah, so I didn't get it until whatever time we're going to decide later. Yeah. And that's when I first got my hands on this. Before I had that one that had the paint on it and stuff. That was the one I always used for my performances. And this one just does interesting stuff. It has magical properties, so I've been using this. But we saw the guys wearing them. And
yeah, actually, Irona's assistant, he said something about the Ivory Masquerade. You don't know anything about that, do you?
I think I was there when you asked him, and I didn't know what to do, so I just gave him a skeptical look, like, you better not say what you're about to say, because he looked at me like I was supposed to know, so I gave him a warning look, because that was all I could think to do.
Oh, so you played the fake it till you make it card.
Oh yeah, that's my specialty.
Right.
We could probably talk to him again. Also, anyway, that doesn't seem like the primary thing. What I was trying to get to is if he seems aware of the memory gap enough, or if he's confused enough by the memory gap, I might be able to use Gaius on him to command him to remember the truth. That might actually work if it's magic on magic.
Will that work, or will that just break his brain? I don't...
It could totally break his brain. It is absolutely a potential outcome. I cannot stress that enough.
So maybe that's plan B for now.
Okay. We'll move it down to plan D. I'm sure we'll find two better plans for C and B.
Gwen, is there anything else you're doing in the room before leaving, or are you just, like, splitting off? Just asking so I know when about you are rejoining.
I'm going to do some reconnaissance. I am going to...
Maybe he doesn't have a vision board, but does he journal?
I almost said journal. I was like, no, vision board's funnier.
Does
he have like a very decorative bullet journal?
Does it look like the people around him, like his guards, are talking?
So there's only one person in the room. There's only ever been the one other person in the room. There are a couple people outside, like the front door, that are guarding, but in the room itself, it is only the one person who's just been staring out the window.
Oh, I had this picture in my head that it was like one of those big, like the little field hospitals where they have like 13 people on cots and there's a bunch of people milling around, and he was just in the middle of the room kicking and screaming.
He has
I am so sorry.
You're fine. He is in one of the dorm rooms that basically, like, one of the monks, like, let other people stay who seem to either have a higher up position or they just asked. And
okay, that makes it a little trickier to be
you're in like a normal bedroom, or as close to a normal bedroom as you would find.
Okay.
Like 10 foot by 10 foot room. There's a bed or a mat, and there is a window. There is like some stuff. The only stuff that, like, roll me an investigation check.
Okay. Ooh, that was good. Lizard boy. I will be turning back into Gwen at some point.
You don't, because you're wild shaped, you use your stats, not the lizard stats, unless the lizard somehow has a better investigation than you.
No, it has a good investigation, but it's the same as mine. Nice. That is a 26.
The fuck?
Fuck. Okay, I didn't know lizards were that.
Did you know lizards are also good at history? Because I didn't.
I need to see this stat block at some point. I'm very confused.
I'll send a picture in the group.
Please, because I'm so confused.
I'm so.
What was the
in
total you
love.
said?
And Arcana. I'll do an Arcana check on him. That's smart.
If there's something specific you want to do, yeah, let me know. Otherwise, I was just gonna have you investigate.
You were saying that lizards are good at Arcana. I thought you were getting excited finding that out.
Actually, same though. I
Oh,
was like,
dear.
the lizard is good at.
No,
I'm
it
just
is.
picturing a
It
little
is. It's
lizard
got
with
a
a wizard
plus
hat.
8.
I think it might
What?
be. I think it's auto using your stats. That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
A lizard.
No. It's
in
under
a
like the
lizard hat.
special, like the saving throws and the skills. I'm pretty sure it doesn't change.
I think this is you being wild shaped. Yep, because it's the wild shape thing at the bottom. It's showing you your stats that you keep.
Okay, yeah, this makes way more sense. I'm looking at
makes
the
so
other
much
things
more
now.
sense.
I was so confused. Yeah, no, that it's
I was
using
like,
your
why
stats
is a
for that.
lizard good at Arcana?
Yeah, intelligence -5,
lizard is good at
wisdom
Arcana.
-1. Lizards aren't that smart.
But this
went to
lizard
wizard
is.
school.
Yeah, no, it's keeping your your mental stats because that's what happens when
Oh.
you wild shape.
Okay. Well,
So yeah, do you,
whatever.
So yeah, if you specifically want to do something, if you want to like try to Arcana check him, you can do that. If that's what you would like to do.
Sure. I'll see if there was anything affecting his dream. Like I'll see if I can sense that someone was affecting, like while he was dreaming and whatnot.
What would the check be with the roll you just had? What would have the total come out to?
Oh, that's still a 26. It's the
Oh.
same one.
Amazing. From what you can gather, he seems to be tethered to a few magical items. The armor, the cloak, and his glaive. In addition to like a ring that he wears. All of them seem to have imbued some form of magical properties to him and are tethered to him. There isn't anything with just an Arcana check. It's very hard to be like, these specific things are going on his brain. That we require like a detect magic or like some other type of spell work. From what you can tell is you can see that like these things that are near him, especially the armor, without that high of a roll, I'll say the armor you can see, even though it's sitting there, there's almost like tendrils coming off of it very slightly, like a centimeter off, that are just like magnetized in his direction, like waiting to instantly be put back on him. It's just like waiting for the moment that he's like, I need to be armored, and it will be on him.
Cool.
What's the hand raise? Eleira.
When ask the armor if it's Gargoth. It seems too sentient to be not.
You said those 3 things. Is the ring on him or is it on like a side table next to
He's
him?
wearing it. Yeah.
He's wearing it. Okay. Fuck it. I can defend myself. I'm going to go sort of
Oh dear.
patter into the room. So I was on the wall. I was like perched on the high. I'm going to kind of like climb down and just sort of like maybe stealthy, but like not acting like I have a purpose. Just kind of like wandering in and then like, I don't know, giving a sniff or doing whatever lizards do, and then just kind of like make my way over to him.
Okay.
I'll try to make my steps light. How about that? Because the other guy's looking out the window.
Sure. Yeah. The other person's still just looking out the window. But yeah, you are able to make your way to just kind of climb on top nearby at the very least. What are you trying to do from there? I'm so curious as to where this is going.
Yes, Thank you, Mel.
Like the thing is, I can't really do anything magical as a lizard.
Right.
I mean,
so-
you're literally magical. I thought you meant like magical.
I guess since I could see the little tendrils, I'll try to like put my nose on the armor. I don't know, something. Touch it.
It is similar to like
Give it a little tongue flick.
It is basically sort of like it has a gravity pull towards him. It's not moving or doing anything. Like you put your nose on it, it's just like don't know how to describe it. It's sort of like just something hanging down, and like you put your nose against it, and then it just goes right back to being controlled by gravity. Like it's just going straight back towards him. Like you can push it a little bit so
Okay.
it bends away, but
Mhm.
it's
Mhm.
that is where its focus is on him.
So it's just kind of showing that it's like attuned to him.
Yeah.
Possibly a little bit more. Okay. Um, how deep does he look asleep?
Pretty darn. Looks like he's still trying to get some rest.
I'm gonna try to pull the ring off his finger.
Oh. Okay.
Why not?
Give me a sleight of hand roll. I'm down for this.
You know, Bliss and I are supposed to be the fucking reckless ones. What is going on today?
I know I'm living for this. Don't you dare.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
What
As
is
a
that
lizard.
It's just it would just be
That's
your
dex.
dexterity.
Oh, regular stats. I'm sorry.
All right, that's a 11.
Oh no.
Doesn't seem to notice because asleep. Doesn't seem to come off though. Like you're a small little lizard and you're getting like these little pulls, but like the hand like grips back, like like just dreamlike, just like turns over a bit in the sleep.
Bite off the whole finger.
No. No. No.
Choice for sure.
Does it look like there's any sort of gap between the ring and his finger?
Or like, is it loose enough that it could just come off?
No, like you know how sometimes rings like it gets stuck on a knuckle, but like there's a little bit of a gap between like your actual finger part and the ring.
Yeah, there does not. It seems pretty secure, like it's magically attuned.
That was the most passive aggressive way to say it's magically attuned. It's not, motherfucker.
Could come off technically, but like to still use it, you'd have to get rid of the attunement. Like
Remind me, what does Serenity have that says Bliss on it? Was it a bracelet or a necklace?
At this point, it's like a little. If memory serves right, it is now like a little necklace charm that she wears.
Right, but everyone in the family has
Everyone
one
in the
of them,
family
right?
has one. Yeah.
Okay, what does he have that is it visible?
it's a small again. They're like small like bracelet plates. He has it. We'll say it's still a bracelet. I forget where I said he put it on last time, but we can just say it is a bracelet that he's also wearing.
Okay, I don't think I can think of anything else. So, and nobody can communicate with me. So I guess I'll start making my way on my way back. What?
What? Who said
Bite,
that?
bite his nose, I'm pretty sure.
Break his nose?
No.
It was bite.
Oh, bite his nose.
But yeah, you're able to.
Yeah, I can't. I really cannot think of anything else.
Yeah, just stick your tongue up his nose and run away.
No, it would be a tongue in the ear. Come on.
Yes.
Yeah,
better.
we can do the
Better.
tangled thing. Yeah, you
classic
go.
combo.
Yeah. Wet Willy.
Yeah.
And so your nose. As you start heading away, you notice that the person in the room has actually turned and like is looking at you. Just kind of like tilts a head.
I'm gonna do the little lizard thing where like you lick the eye and just keep going.
They're gonna attempt to like pick you up. So
okay.
Hey, like they're reaching, or they're like, come here often.
Stop.
I've had nothing to do all game. I'm just having my moments.
What is your AC as this thing?
Oh no. Is he gonna try his
10? Is he trying to injure me?
No,
If
he's
it
just
looks
trying to
like
pick
an
you up.
attack, I will ice.
Contact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apple is
he
still
goes-
AC.
He grabs you, picks you up, and there's just like a little chuckle and like puts you on the windowsill and like faces you outside. It's just like pushes you, like lightly scoots you on the butt to just like get you out.
To try to like push me out the window?
just to get
Yeah,
you
he's
out.
trying to get you to leave.
Oh. Oh, fuck it. I'm gonna talk in his head and say I don't take kindly to people touching me.
Why?
Because I like chaos. And I also haven't smoked much this game.
Love that. for
Oh,
you so much.
buddy.
This is
There
what
are
happens.
magical creatures.
This is what happens when the other active players decide that the DM has been neglecting them.
I'm living for this, but also please don't die. Please
They
don't
It
die.
is what it is.
Their head kind of tilts a bit and looks around the room and then looks back at you. It's like, oh. You hear in your head, sorry?
What the fuck? He's handling this so well.
Didn't want you in the room anymore? Are you all done in here? Do you speak common this well?
I would die if you pushed me out the window. Could you please direct me to the door?
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh my fucking
What
god.
the fuck is happening right now?
I don't know, but I'm so glad that Christmas is a few days ago, otherwise this would be Christmas.
What is it, a persuasion?
Yeah.
Listen, it's only 3 days past Christmas. I
Okay,
think it
that's an
counts.
11.
11, it's like, no. Goes to pick you up again.
Oh no.
What's your AC?
Oh no.
10.
You know, I'll let you do a dexterity saving throw if you want to dodge.
Okay.
Their
All right. I
hand
will try to dodge.
grabbing for you.
I don't.
Roll
I'll just leave it at
Roll
that.
a 17. So they grab you, pick you up.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Let's see if what you said is true. Throws you out the window.
Oh,
Dude's an asshole. Who throws lizards?
Talking lizards? A lot of people. What is your health as a lizard?
I have 2, but I'm going to ice before I hit the ground.
Alright, I'm gonna say that halves the damage.
I'll hold my tongue.
Which I think that's fantastic. The problem is I rolled 4 damage, so it still halves to 2.
Do I land in like a bush?
Oh, nice try.
Damage, bestie.
No. You do not land in a bush.
On the upside, wild shape rules are non-lethal here, but still.
Yeah, you go over, you hit the ground, you take the damage, back into Gwen.
You're just in plain sight of this motherfucker.
Yep.
Love this.
Logistic question.
Yeah, what's up?
Can I wild shape into a wild shape?
I don't believe so, but like the second you can hold your action, so the second you come out of it, you go right back into it. So like he only has like a split second to see you if you want.
So it's like a blink and you miss it kind of a thing.
I would like the idea of a Russian doll of wild shapes where you just wild shape 3 deep, and then under each you keep regressing to further levels. Oh my
god.
Worse. But no, if you want to like
someday I'm gonna write a specialty trait for druids that allows them to Russian nesting doll their wild shapes.
That shouldn't be too hard. That's a feat thing that you can write down.
Right? That seems doable.
Do you want to do that? Do you want to like hold your action to like wild shape and like once you put bamf out, bamf right back in? It's up to you. If there's another thing you want to do, you can do it. I'm
trying to think of like what I can do quickly.
Meanwhile, Skaldi's just sitting above that doorway. Nothing's happening. It's quiet, peaceful. It's a great time.
I'm doing the best job
Yeah.
of keeping watch.
You are. You're doing great.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Oh, what type of ground is it?
Stone?
Stone?
Yeah.
I meld into stone the second I hit the ground.
That's a thought.
So then I completely disappear and he can't see me.
There's a brief second that you are a person, but like the second that like you come out, you go right into the stonework. Like probably sees you for a moment, but like it's just a very confused expression that you see on their face.
I threw a lizard. It turned into a dwarven woman and melted.
Basically in that order.
And
Just to cut some of the rigmarole, we will say that Gwen, you eventually find your way back inside.
Okay, awesome. Because I get like melted to stone, I can just kind of.
Yeah.
I'll wait till he disappears and then I'll come back out.
Disappears is an interesting phrase. Doesn't disappear. It's still like looking down at the spot where this dwarf just melted. But yeah, you Gwen are able to get back to the room. Skaldi, you probably see Gwen or Gwen in a wild shape form eventually, like come in. So mission probably over, so you can also rejoin.
Yeah.
Parody and I guess Elena
Oh,
were
well.
just sitting in the room the whole time. So so yeah, you six are now back together again after Serenity and Eleira talked a little bit.
I think at that point, like while waiting for everyone to come back, Serenity written down like some notes about the interaction with Scarin. Just kind of wait for everyone to congregate again and just like slap them down in the middle of the group. Like, I don't know, maybe they're sitting in a circle. Just be like, okay. I always suspected that something went screwy with Scarin, and I think I'm right. Because he has a whole memory gap from between at this bar celebrating to when I was can't seem to remember anything. Can't even seem to remember the bard that was performing that night bought him a drink. So the only clues I have are, well, allegedly a bard wore a white mask like what Lyra has and is from the Clements estate. Parody, do you know anything about the Clements estate? It was just an ask. I didn't expect you to know anything.
Besides the villages at the bottom of the mountain, I don't do... Not really.
No, that's... Figured I'd ask.
I can tell you where there's some like good berries and then where there's like poisoned berries though. Like I got you for that.
No, that's great.
We should
Don't
talk
leave
about
that
that
on
later.
Kind of like looks concerned between Parody and Eleira, like
At any point that you can hand someone a good berry and they take it, and then you can hand them a second good berry and they take it, and you hand them a poison berry, they'll take it. I promise you, it's worth the research.
Sure.
Same.
the one word from Skaldi this session. Perfect.
Oh fuck, that's perfect.
Skaldi
The
uses
sweet,
poison
sweet
arrows. This
sour.
is great.
No, as a monk, you have
First
to.
they're sweet, then they're sour. Becca.
As a monk, you have to understand this. You feint, or you jab, and if you always jab and count, jab and cross, the second you jab and kick, they're not expecting the kick, they're expecting the cross.
you're not wrong. I just focus.
Do you want trust issues? Because that's how you create trust issues.
I think I'm
Depends
good
on
on the
who we're
trust
talking.
issues.
I mean, you
I
can
think
have
I'm
more
very
trust
good on
issues.
the trust issues.
Elena, who's also trying to like rewrite your notes, Bliss is like, gotcha. So person named Clements down from, we'll say Pearl Shock. We'll say, assume you're sharing all the like.
Yeah,
if there's a
everything.
If there's proper
Yes.
nouns, we are sharing them.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, this is a lot of info. I don't know any of this stuff, but you know, I got it.
Lyra looks over and goes, twinsies. I don't know either.
She's fiddling with the dream ring from Irona. What time is it? Is it like actually nighttime or?
You're getting closer to it. Like you
Okay.
guys came. It was I think midday or closer to sunset, and then yeah. So it's probably by now it's getting dark, if not dark already.
Okay. So how about we rest here for tonight? I'll communicate with Irona. Holds up her hand, flashing the communication ring. And I'll see if she knows anything about the Clements. Or if she remembers. And then we go from there. Deal?
Man.
Deal. Oh, that dude who was also in the room with Scarin might have seen me for like
what?
Half a second. Just figured I'd toss it out there.
Gwen. Why?
I thought there was more people. There was only one person.
Gwen, why?
What? That doesn't explain how you got
Threw me out a
seen.
window. What was I
anything.
supposed to do?
Climb down.
Crawl out the window and just leave?
No, he threw me out the window.
Why did he throw you out the window?
Because he picked me up.
Why did he pick you up?
I mean,
Because people pick up cute things.
that's fact.
True.
Okay. I mean, I can't argue with that logic. But people think lizards are cute.
Yeah.
You don't? I make a very cute
Depends.
lizard.
I think you make a very cute lizard. I don't think all lizards are cute. There's a difference.
Well, there you go. I'm just letting you know. The guy who was also in the room with your uncle may have possibly seen me for a half of a second. Just if we see him again.
The upside is not looking for you, and can we make you? I can cast seeming if you want to look like not you.
Oh, I've got that covered.
And
Voice of the hat of
we have
disguise.
we have things to do about that, so it's not an issue. I just wanted to let you know that, like, if we're doing reconnaissance, there is a very slight chance he might recognize me. Just figured I'd throw it out there.
Hey, Parody.
Hmm?
I'm so sorry to bother you with this, but could you maybe keep watch tonight?
You see like a big yawn come from her as you say that. She's like, yeah, I got it.
Are you sure? You seem really tired.
I'm.
Insight check. Fucking insight check.
Yeah, roll an insight check.
Okay.
Can I use command?
Sure. What do you want to use for command for?
Stay awake.
Oh my god.
Okay, so command uses one word, so stay. So
Oh.
she stays where she is for the one round that it activates.
That insight.
Oh,
is
make me use
a-
chaos.
That insight's a 23, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, she's not trying to hire her. Well, she was mid yawn, and you said that, and like there was like a wince in her expression. She was like, "Yeah, I got you." She did not seem happy about it, but she was like, "Yeah, I'll stay up."
Parody?
I'm tired.
Is Amity around?
No, I told you, Amity went to
Went with Felicity?
No, went to the Flying City.
Oh.
Either way, we're all gonna sleep in the mansion. I'm assuming, and
Oh, yeah, we
nobody
could
else
do
can get
that.
in.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? That's fair. All right, Parody, don't worry about it. Can Eleira, if we do the bedroll mansion, can Parody pick it up and take it to her room?
Yeah.
Cool. So then,
That is the one thing we have no defense over. Actually, is that anyone can pick up the bedroll and walk away with it at any point.
oh, that's scary.
I had not really considered that until you just asked the question. Honestly, it's never really
We
come
need
up
to get
before.
one of those immovable rods and just kind of like poke it in the
Like
corner.
stick it into the sleeping bag.
I think we just gave
Like a
God
singular
some bad
head ghost.
ideas. Honestly,
Yeah, we definitely just gave God some bad ideas. Well,
That's not an idea I never considered before, guys. Like, it was such an easy thing.
I mean, Griff introduced this whole thing with being like, yeah, and then I can pick it up and take you all with
Yeah,
me.
exactly. Like,
That's
I've just been
right.
waiting for a
That's
good
right.
reason to ever like actually pull that out.
yeah, that's fair. Parody, if you could just wait a few minutes while we all get into bedroll, and then roll us up back to you. That would be great.
and if you want to come in after that, you can just unroll it and come through the door. I'll give you permission to enter, and you'll be fine. But yeah, we that'd be the easiest way to get us to your room quietly.
Yeah, Lyra will put you on the list.
I like being on lists, I think.
Yeah. It's a good list to be on. The mansion is like actually kind of magnificent. Like, it's pretty great.
Well, those are two very different levels. Okay, cool. So you guys all pop into the mansion. You five, you three, you four, and Elena. Parody rolls you guys up. You assume, brings it over to the other room. Do you want her to come in? She opens the door and says, "Did you want me to come in, or am I just keeping watch out here?" Because you guys said keeping watch earlier.
That was before we remembered that this was an option. You can come in. There's rooms. You can have your own bed.
I think we'll be okay for the night.
Right. I gotta just.
If anyone walks in, they'll just see a bedroll that apparently can be picked up and taken anywhere. But that's not really a concern right this second.
Maybe just like, I don't know. Can you hide it under your bed mat? No, would that prevent us from opening it later? I don't know.
Probably. But hopefully no one should notice. I'm gonna close
Griff,
the door.
does your door swing inwards or outwards?
Inwards.
Inwards, okay. Alright, so she places it underneath the mattress and then just opens the door inwards, falls in, shuts the door. So now it's just two mattresses.
You could also hang
stacked.
it in the future. We can also hang it off the back of the door, like the door to the room.
Oh, true.
Because then it won't be noticeable. It's not gonna.
It would look a little weird.
Why would you have a
We
bed
still have my
wall?
goat standing outside the door.
Your goat?
There you
The
go.
goat.
Well, technically, yeah, it is technically standing outside Parody's room. So technically, yeah.
Well, the thing is, you wouldn't see the bedroll if you just open the door.
It was
If we wanted to
Parody's.
make it look not suspicious, we could just spray it with water so it looks like we left it to dry. That'd be fine.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you can bring the just go into the room, like, or bring it into the mansion. Like you guys, just
The goat's gonna scream if anyone tries to enter.
Oh, yeah, no, we didn't
One of
leave the
its
goat to
screaming
dry.
goats.
I'm saying if we're hanging the bed. God damn
The
it.
only way to get past the goat is to speak friend and enter.
Speaking friend is just screaming.
Yes, you scream back.
anyways.
That sound effect is not real. It's a meme that has gotten out of control, and now people think that's what goats sound like. It's not what they sound like, I promise.
No, I know what goats sound like. They sound like evil when they headbutt me in the stomach.
I know the guy who owns that sound clip that has gotten used for all this stuff.
Yeah, you guys are able to settle down. Are you guys just getting a long rest? Is anyone doing anything during the eve?
I need a long rest.
Desperately need a long rest. Otherwise, the mansion might not be here in the morning. We're coming up on close time here.
Yeah, no. Bliss will contact Irona and wake up late in comparison to everybody else.
Can I hit the full rest button? Please.
God.
Yes?
Yeah, you guys can all hit the button.
Yeah.
I go. Thanks, Dad.
What you learn, Bliss, is that because the dream ring is the same as the dream spell,
Fuck! I'm on the wrong
you just sleep the whole night.
Yeah, that is the thing. I didn't think of that.
Well,
You got a good night's rest.
You wake up in the morning feeling refreshed. You probably had a dream where you talked to Irona, and you're like, none of this information is actually useful. Why is she talking about cranberry? I don't get this. This is weird.
Yeah.
It's like the exact inverse of the last thing where the guy's like, wait, this isn't how my dreams are. You're like, ah, shit, this isn't how the dream's supposed to go. You're not real.
Fuck, this is an actual...
Yeah, so you guys all wake up. A couple of you guys, specifically the elven people, wake up 4 hours before you, Bliss. You continue to sleep, and then 4 hours later, Bliss wakes up, having learned nothing.
Yeah. Bliss just wakes up and goes, damn it! Okay, wait, maybe she's still asleep. Maybe she's hungover, and she's gonna climb out of the sleeping bag.
For the lulls, Meg, roll me 2 d20s.
Scared.
Okay. I need to find another D20
We're gonna see how
because the
crunk she
thing is
got.
hiding.
How swift
I'm using both the dice you guys gave me. That needs to be on a flat surface.
Does help.
A 16 and a 10.
16 and a 10. All right. She did not get crazy drunk.
Aw.
Only 26 shots.
She sleeps 8 hours normally. I'm gonna roll. Oh wait. That's the thing I'll need to figure out at some point. Don't worry about that now.
Oh,
Did
I'm
she
worrying.
sleep? Oh,
I'm worrying.
Yep. Okay. She's definitely slept. Okay. You do not connect.
Damn it. She's trying to save us a trip.
One thing that does happen, actually, this would happen before that happened. Yeah. Yeah. Bliss, you open up the door to the mansion and you see what looks like molten metal sitting on top of the door.
What? Closes the door.
Eleira, we have a problem.
Go on.
There's like melted metal on top of the door.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a huge problem. We can still get out.
No, but that means someone knows we're here.
I know. So that's the question: is how we want to approach this. Actually, hold on. Melted metal?
Yeah.
Hmm. Kinda, but not really.
It was directly on top of the door because I thought Parody dragged her like little mat.
Where is Parody? Let's ask her real quick. She came in, right? She's here?
Yeah, Parody is in here. She's like, yeah, no, I put my mat right on top of it. She opens the door to take a look and also just sees the molten metal. Yeah, that wasn't there before.
Okay, just making sure.
I don't like that.
I also don't like that.
It's not
Immediately
great.
bamps into a disguise.
So, here's the thing.
Do you have dirt in here? Any dirt?
I mean, it's all magnificent mansion dirt, so none of it's real dirt.
It can't.
Can you make?
No.
No.
Well, I can kill the spell at any point, and it'll spit us out into the nearest safe space. It will spit out everything we have stored here as well, which I don't think we've really relied on this place a lot for storage, but we should make sure that we have everything accounted for.
I don't think we've kept anything in there under the
think
assumption that like it doesn't hold things.
Yeah, I don't think
assumed
so
we
either.
couldn't store anything in here.
And that's kind of fine. We will probably be coming out into an ambush, so there's that.
Great.
I can just create a shit ton of water and cool it off.
Oh, wait, do you mean... I look at Parody, I'm like... Or Parody and Bliss, I'm like, is it actively molten? Like, red hot molten currently?
DM, explain.
If anyone would like to roll an investigation or Arcana check, they are welcome to. I was gonna be like,
sure.
I gave a real
feel
brief
like
answer,
red hot...
and no one checked further. I was like, cool, we're just gonna leave it at this for the moment.
I just accepted it as a metal slab.
I would
I
like
got
to
a
make an Arcana.
23.
Yep.
For Arcana.
I did assume it was like an uneven blob of metal that had
11.
cooled.
11 for either.
And then for
27, nice.
And then Eleira?
Oh, I haven't rolled anything yet. I'm just sitting there waiting for information. I'm not participating in the investigation.
Between Gwen and Bliss, you notice that it seems like literally if there was just a pool of like in a smithing area, if there was just a pool of heated metal, that is kind of the effect that it has. It is liquid metal. It definitely looks hot.
It's not dripping into the door though?
No.
Because it doesn't have permission.
Because it doesn't have permission is one. Two, what you notice as well, Bliss, just because you got slightly higher than that, is that if you look at the shape, does anyone here have a lot of Pokemon lore, or is it just me? I just need to check this real quick to explain this. Cool, not enough people. When you're looking at the form that is on this, you see this liquid hot metal, but as you wait, you see that there is a humanoid-esque shape about it. It is like a person is putting themselves right on top of the door if this person was made out of molten metal.
What the fuck?
So
That's freaky.
Can I Ray of Frost at it?
So I want to check something with the DM very quickly before anyone does
Okay.
anything. Because I'm pretty sure this spell should theoretically work the same way that like Rope Trick does, where spells can't cross the barrier, correct?
I would have to double check. I don't remember if
I don't think it blatantly says it. I'm just kind of looking for a ruling, because I'm assuming if Rope Trick... Yeah.
It has to be like you it's otherwise it's just like you could just take pot shots forever from the inside.
Right. So I will make sure that we'll assume that I've explained this to everybody at some point so that you're not wasting a Ray of Frost through the door like it's going to do a thing.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah, that's fair, but still. Okay. Yeah.
Could I
But can I shoot
stone
through the door?
skin?
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can't. Like, the spell will not pass through the actual gateway.
No, I mean like with arrows.
Oh, that's a whole other game. DM, that's your call.
I'm also fire resistant. I could just poke it.
I'm double checking.
I was in the middle of a sip.
Sorry.
As far as I can tell,
I don't know why that was so funny, but I'm sorry.
Because you were so deadpan about it.
as far as I can tell, there is no limitations for passing through. For like stuff, like you should be fine. So like arrows, punches, whatever the frig you guys are gonna try to do. You can.
Can I try the least violent option first?
Up to you.
Touch.
Yeah.
Fine.
Skaldi, arrows at the ready, but just a thought, because maybe there was a misunderstanding, and Bliss is gonna open the door like 3/4 of the way, just reach an arm through, and just like a couple.
You take.
I don't know why Grip is
You
absolutely
take
losing
1
it.
fire damage.
Okay. I figured it was either going to be fire damage, but part of my brain sectioned off and went into a Pillsbury Doughboy. The little metal mold is going to go, and I fucking killed myself.
Vinny, is that after having it for fire damage or not?
That is. It's
Okay.
only 1 damage. I rolled 1, so it's just 1. Either way, it stays at 1.
Oh my god, my face is all red now.
It doesn't go.
Pressing the
lower,
laughter was so hard.
Yeah, you poke it and just like.
Does the humanoid shape move at all?
You
You said there was like a humanoid shape in the molten.
It like reacts a bit, like as a thing would, with like an unexpected touch.
Does it make any noises?
No.
But it reacts. It reacts as a humanoid, not as like a pool of
Reacts
molten
as a
metal.
creature would. It
As a
doesn't-
creature, not a
Yeah,
liquid. Okay.
Exactly. It like shudders away for a brief moment, but then like remains flattened.
Hello.
This is gonna suck. Everyone, give me
Can
some room.
I? No. Can I stone skin and then put like frostbite on my hands and just kind of like force my way forward?
Oh.
Because
Are
the
you-
stone skin makes me as hard as the rock, and then the frostbite will kind of like make my fist super cold.
Yeah. Are you just trying to like get through to the other side?
I'm trying to push it out of the way, but also to get through, and then I can kind of like
Roll me-
move it away.
Roll me an athletics check. I'm down for that.
Interesting.
I am gonna be like right by Gwen because my plan was gonna be to shove my fist up and cast shatter, shattering it in all directions. So I'm gonna hope she gives me enough room to do that without actually making myself exposed.
So remember when I like practiced all that arm wrestling to get really good at athletics?
How bad?
Yeah, I do
Does that give me advantage to try to maneuver
It's the reason
around
that you
this
have
thing?
such good athletics. That's the reason.
And I give Bardic Inspiration just
Yes,
as a like,
1000%.
okay, I think this is a good idea, and then like get ready for my response to it.
1000%. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you can have
You can
the-
add a D10.
I got a nat 1, which would make it an 8.
Oh, never mind.
But I will use the bardic inspiration just to, give it a little boost.
So
A D10, you said?
Yeah.
this is gonna be fun.
Okay, that's a 13.
Okay, so this thing rolled a 6, so like either way you did definitely beat it, but you did roll a nat 1. So I'm gonna say that it becomes an impasse because you're lifting a weight that you're not used to lifting. You take 2 fire damage, but you know this thing is mobile now, and if you try again and don't roll a nat 1,
I
you
would
should
love
be
to
able
try
succeed.
again. Please let me try again.
Go ahead.
Okay. Come on, dude. Much better. That is a 19.
This thing rolled a 15, so you are able to begin pushing it back. It burns again, so you are going to take 2 fire damage once more.
Second, there's enough room where my palm can stick out without really like having to put pressure on it to force it. I am going to put my palm on the outside and fire a shatter directly into this thing's face.
Yeah. Do they also take frostbite damage because I'm touching them and they're molten level?
Yeah, you can roll me some damage.
Can you do a con save for me, please?
It rolled a 6.
Fantastic. That's a fail.
And then shatter
my
is also a con
D8s.
save, right?
It is.
Okay.
D6.
It rolled a 17 for yours, Eleira.
That is also a fail.
Yeah, I had a feeling. I was like, I'm pretty sure yours is just like an 18 or something.
Oh,
It
no,
is.
wait.
It's
never
exactly
mind,
an
it's a
18.
Never
So it's going to be 22 shatter damage.
Poor dude.
How much
That
did you take from
is-
frostbite?
Would you say it counts twice because I tried to push up twice, or just once because that was the only time I got through?
I would say just the once for getting through.
Okay. Then that is a 13 of frostbite
Would
damage.
you say that I get bonus damage because the cold made it a little bit more solid for shatter effect? No. All right,
Actually,
okay.
this thing is resistant to cold damage, so it actually does.
Oh.
The cold does less and affects it less than you would think it does.
Worth a try.
As you two are like just, you're honestly screwing this thing up real bad as it's just laying on top of here because it's not doing much. I'm gonna check with Bliss and Skaldi and see if you guys are doing anything. Skaldi, it sounds like you had arrows prepared. Do you still want to shoot at it?
I always want to shoot at things.
It's a tall door. There's plenty of room.
Yeah, take your shots.
Yeah.
It's great because you guys have like the normal view of like being on a horizontal horizontal
Yeah,
plane. Well,
we're like pushing forward.
Well, this thing's laying down. Basically, this thing's laying down, and like the bed is beating it up right now. Like that's its perspective. For the people who are wondering about the Pokemon explanation,
yes,
there are
all of those people.
There's two people at the very least.
Yeah.
Vaporeon is a Pokemon that blends into water, almost like can either become water or become very close to water. And I just wanted to be like, so you see the shape that looks like the liquid/solid that this thing is, but not exactly. You can just see some definition. But that was gonna be how I was hoping to explain it, but it didn't matter.
We have so many viewers right now. It's like a dozen people in here.
Hey.
Hi, folks. Good to have you. So sorry that this is what you're listening to. No.
Am I out? Does that mean that I'm out? I was able to get out?
You're able to get out into the room if you'd like, but I'm just want to see what Skaldi's
Fantastic.
rolls
I
are.
am in the room.
Cool.
So 22 to hit and 13 to hit.
Those both hit.
Yay.
I would
I
like to
need to
join in the pushing.
Sure. Go ahead and
Well, so first things first, I would like to use this is a weird use of it, but I would like to use sweeping cinder strike to like buffer my hands so that I can push without taking any fire damage. Because it's really just it's burning hands.
Yep.
A thin sheet of flame shoots fingertips, each 350 make a dex save. Takes 3d6 fire damage. It's probably immune. Fire ignites any flammable objects in the area that are carried, but I mean, Matt is probably already on fire if there's a creature in the things are probably already on fire, which I'm not looking forward to.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to use it to buffer myself to do a quick push and try to get it out of the way.
You can either do it and cause this thing damage if you want to. I won't let you know if it's resistant or immune or anything. Or you can take no damage. It's up to you. Either you can hurt
I want
it,
to take no
or you can
damage
take
and
no
just
damage.
push it away. That's it.
You're able to, but basically you make it lift up because of like the fire, just like slightly pushing it up in the air and flip yourself out. What is the damage you did to it, Skaldi?
18.
Shit.
That is.
It's 2 arrows.
That is slightly over everything that its health is. As you all get out up and look around the room, and you see in the room that is starting to fill with smoke because the bed that it was above was catching on fire, and there is smoke in this room. There is no one else in this room as far as you can currently tell. But you also watch as when Skaldi's like second arrow hits, it goes and hits the ceiling, and this thing just gasps, dies, and just all these little pieces of molten like liquid metal just start hardening like in place as it loses whatever life it had.
I'm gonna start. Is there anything on fire in the room currently right now?
Just the bed that it was above it, but that actually should be like complete ash at this point. There's just a lot of smoke in this room.
Great.
I'm gonna open a window.
Yeah, I am in disguise. I'll open the windows and let the air out.
Open windows.
One of the pieces of metal.
Try to get a better look at the creature that was on top of the bed.
You can grab some of the metal, yes.
I'll use the gust cantrip to get the smoke out as well.
Amazing. I'm loving this teamwork.
What are you trying? You
What?
can roll me an Arcana check if you want, or Bliss. I
Oh.
thought you said you were observing the creature.
Yeah, I want to figure out what it is. So, Arcana, huh?
Well, I can't think of anything
Ooh, that's
else.
an 18 on the die. Plus Arcana is at a plus 11. That's 29.
Man, that
You
one
are
level
instantly an
in
expert.
knowledge cleric is super helpful.
Yeah, seriously.
As far as you can tell, it is a creature that is formed, obviously, from like molten rock and like some other liquid. It looks like there is water in it. There seems to be some steam coming out of it. Now that it is hardening down into this like metal ore of some form. As far as you can tell, it didn't seem to have a lot of its own sentience from the little actions that it was doing. It seems to either be like something that was summoned and sent here, or an elemental, or a familiar. It is something that someone else sent here, from what little information you just recently got, to send a message, as far as you can tell, because like besides that one bed mat, nothing else has been damaged in this room. The creature itself seemed to be resistant to a lot of things. It was it grew a bit in size from where it was before because of consuming some fire from when the mat above it caught on fire. It then consumed the flames and then made itself a little larger. So actually when you hit it, it also got larger too as well. You watch it also expanded, but then it just died anyways.
Okay.
But you saw that this thing had some abilities that, like, even if fire hurt it, it did absorb capabilities from fire.
Hey, Parody, do you know what the hell this is?
No, this is terrifying.
Fuck.
But, you know, besides, like, some smoky smell on my stuff, at least nothing's burnt. She says, looking around her room with, like, you know, some optimism. Eleira?
I rolled an 18 on an investigation check to collect some ore, because I think the next skull I capture is going to be coated in whatever this is.
Cool. I'm going to say both you and Skaldi, you and Skaldi can both collect, like, a decent heap of this stuff. Depends how much you want, to be honest.
All of it.
Okay, there's a lot of it. It is technically, after it was shot by Bliss, it is the size of a huge creature. So it was about to fill up the entire space of this room, except it died right afterwards. So there's just chunks of like metallic ore on a bunch of parody shit now.
Okay, then I'll collect like a pound. I'm not going to go crazy.
Is it considered metal?
Considered ore is the best way I would describe it. It's a molten ore. It is what you would. It's like the stage of if you were forging
Not quite
something.
refined to be a metal.
Yeah, if you were
But
about
it
to
could
forge, it could have been. Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, I can't wear metal as a druid, but if
what
it's
kind of
not
ore it is?
technically a metal because it was from a creature,
Technically.
possibly. But that's okay. I was just
At
curious.
that point, it's still a rock.
And Charlie
I don't
Brown
know
would
why
still be
I said rock
disappointed.
with that. A rock.
Yeah.
Can we tell what kind of ore it is?
If you got like what was it you just got on your
I
Arcana
got
check?
28, 29.
I'll just let you know because I don't feel like
Guys, I'm good with rocks.
It's an either.
I'm a dwarf. I'm a hill dwarf.
It's a boulder.
Sure, if you want to roll me a nature check with advantage, we'll see if you get higher than 28.
It's an either
I
or.
probably won't. I don't think that's possible. But...
Sorry, Mel just gave me such death eyes.
No one does
That
no one
was
react.
terrible. Neither or.
Oh God. No, that's a 15.
15. Yeah, no. Where did? Don't think that I don't know what this is anymore, but that's fine. From what you can tell, where is it? Okay.
There it is.
What is it? What the fuck is it, Vincent?
I know. I have a list of metals, and it was supposed to be one of these metals, but the metal it's supposed to be is not on
Is
this
it
list.
star metal?
No.
Nah, damn it. That would've been
As much
cool.
fun as it'd be for you.
Would have been so much star metal. We would have been
star metal.
fucking rich.
No.
Let us be as wealthy as Fire Arc, for fuck's sake. Ah! Those bitches are freaking wealthy. They have
It
so
is-
much money.
There's a. I have to. It's node. It's a Mechanus alloy, but I can't remember what one it is because it's from the specifically plane called Mechanus. D&D.
What?
Let me see if that pops up. Mechanus. We'll just write down Mechanus ore. Like mech, and then anus, and then ore.
Thank
And
you.
That's literally how it's spelled. So.
That's like babies. They've
Look,
got a mech anus.
People need
Damn
clarification on spelling, and I just wanted to make sure. It's
Expecting you to say anus so aggressively. It was just...
On a separate note, we just completed a community goal, which means we got that crit back that we just used.
Oh. It was like, was the community goal you saying anus? Because fuck.
New community goal. Vinny has to say anus. What is going on?
If we could trick him into saying anus again, we get more stuff.
I didn't. Anus. I don't know what you guys want from me. Besides anus, apparently. This is
Gummy worms.
This is how we get shut down, guys. Cool. So yeah, you guys collect bits of that. The room, besides like the chunks of metal that are on things, but they super cooled real quick. The room is fine for the most part. Parody looks a little nervous because her room just got like a little screwed up. Elena's also there
Exploded a
collecting
little.
some ore as well, being like, "This is fascinating."
That's what I expect.
Yeah, you guys come out of this room with a little bit of a surprise, but you're all in one piece. Your mat has been burnt down to the exact size of the door.
That tracks.
Oops.
I would like to, and I should have done this faster, so it may not work now. I'm gonna get my mask out and put it on and activate the True Seeing.
What are
See
you
if I can
looking for?
see a thread of anything from the ore,
Oh, that
like where
would've
it was
been
sourced.
cool.
Oh.
'Cause I know it gives me those like lines, but I'm guessing it's too late now because the magic's already broken.
Yeah, it's dead. Sorry.
I literally
It was
got
worth a
so
check.
distracted. I didn't even finish writing Mechanus. I only have Mac in my
Don't forget the anus part.
Oh,
Also, mech and
everything's got an anus.
And what?
Not everything, but most things, I guess.
Everything at one point has had an anus.
A book.
We can't go down this road again, guys.
I am so upset that at this exact moment I am Earth Arc Elena and not Avernus Elena because she was specialized in information gathering, and this Elena or Eleira is very much not specialized in information gathering.
You are. I mean, if you put that on, you will probably still see things. Like you'll learn some shit, but you won't know.
I mean, I do still put it on. I just assume that I'm not seeing the threads that tie it back to its source. Yeah,
Nothing that
but
directly does that. What you do see is there is a thread between Bliss going up to where you assume Scoring's room is. Also,
Okay.
you see small other little threads from Bliss out to the many people she knows here.
yeah, that makes sense.
You also see with that mask, I guess we never said that before. You are able, Lyra, to see that scarring with the little pieces of embedded crystal in your arms. Those really have a glow on them now. I never remember them before, but that is a thing that you like very clearly see. Your mask also has a very deep homing beacon up towards the same room that Scorn is in.
Just take this thing off for a second, put it away gently, and go, "Hey guys!"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this mask does a lot of weird stuff. I don't know if the other masks do the same weird stuff, but I can tell you that aside from the fact that it shows connections between people if they know each other, it doesn't give information, but it shows like the strength of their interaction, I guess, or their interdependence, their awareness of each other. And there is a a more specific, non-directly linked beacon from the room that dude was in when dream stuff was being done to him before you got caught and thrown out a window. But up in that general direction, there's a thing that I think is probably either him or his bodyguard partner, wingy, half wing, half fly.
Yeah.
Wingman?
Wingman.
Wingman.
Oh, Wingman was right there. Oh,
You love me.
off my game.
Well, now you're never gonna
What are
get a
you
date.
talking about? You're off your game. What have you been doing this entire off my game, my ass? Sorry, continue.
That was so much better than every joke I've made today.
Oh, please.
And it was right there.
What would you guys like to do? You're in the room. You cut that. That information is clarified from Eleira, and this is probably new. Have you told anyone any of this stuff before, or is this like your first time like sharing?
I think this is the first time I've shared anything about what the mask can do. I think that everyone knew it was magical in some context, and that it gave me some improved awareness of things, but that was more like when we were fighting things that had like invisibility or shit. I don't know what specifically, but like in that context. I don't think I've mentioned the lines.
I thought she did explain the lines because she was keeping an eye out for Bliss's dad.
Yes.
And that's how she kept
did
an
come
eye
up
out
once
for
before.
him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. You re-clarify and be like, there's this couple other few things that it's doing, and it's doing a weird thing right now.
Yeah, that's fairly unique compared to the rest of the shit I've seen.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
So, I think we have some options.
Oh yeah, there's some options. For one, who left the lava monster on our door?
I'm kind of fascinated by the fact that the bed's the only thing burnt, which means that it got in here without burning anything down and then didn't start shit until later. So that's very specific because it shouldn't have been able to track where the magic door even was, technically.
Unless it was cast on top of the bed.
Oh, God. Hey, do you have any enemies, Pirouette, or, shit, I forgot your name.
Parody.
Parody!
She looks
Pirouette.
She looks a little disheartened and be like, I can't pirouette. I've tried.
Oh, we can do some twirls later.
She's
We'll
very
work on it.
sensitive about that.
I can do handstands and cartwheels. I just can't pirouette. I don't know why. It's just the moving. I can't get. We don't have to talk about that. I don't have.
I'm very bad at somersaulting. I get it.
I don't have any enemies as far as I know. I've been up here most of my life. I'd like to think I'm pretty sweet. Looks back over to Bliss.
It was like a double thumbs up.
Yeah. Like,
Parody's the best.
Eleira. Serenity, go back in the mansion real quick.
Okay.
Go back in the mansion.
Okay. I'm gonna go in the mansion.
Eleira, put your mask on. Can you see that she's in there?
You do see threads.
Oh.
That's probably how.
Bliss shuts the door to double check. You still see
Yep.
threads.
Poke my head and be like, okay, you can come out. That was a really good confirmation.
Yay. I don't understand.
The threads.
That is not secure. It is secure in the sense that nobody can get in, but they know that we're in there.
Lyra, you also have
Yeah.
like a 21 or something for passive perception, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You hear with the mask on. That's it.
This whole time, can Skaldi be in the window keeping watch?
Yes.
Mask off. Okay. So why this is important? The interdimensionality of the fact that this is a pocket dimension that the mansion is doesn't change the fact that the threads indicate location and connection through that. It ignores the normal kind of barrier that pocket dimensions prefer to allow.
So
that's
do
interesting.
we think he has a mask like you do?
I'm now that kind of mostly confirms that other masks that look like this that we've already kind of been aware exist do the same thing. I thought there was a chance that maybe these masks were indicators and they had maybe their own enchantments, maybe different enchantments, maybe none of them were enchanted and this one was unique. All options. I think we're kind of past that guess and now we can assume that they all kind of share a baseline enchantment.
Skaldi. A little silver parrot comes and sits on the windowsill with you.
I'm aiming an arrow at that fucker. Company.
I'm gonna put my mask back on real quick. Can I see the draw? When I hear the draw.
What you get from the Charming Jay, you get weird auras from this, and I will say, like, if you've ever worn it beforehand and seen Charming Jays, you get a weird kind of magic from them in general. But one thing you notice from this one is there is a like the thinnest, which like the smallest connection, just straight out, not directly to anything here. It's just like straight out northward from here.
Okay, I gotta pull the back. Yeah, don't shoot it. It does not seem to be tangled up in what we're dealing with. This might be either unrelated or something else, but
something
give it
else.
a second.
Explain.
The thread thing. Ernie, do you speak common?
Speak common.
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Who is your message for?
Who?
Do you have a message?
Do you have a message?
I'm about to push you out the window.
Okay.
Mama.
Wait. God damn it.
I gotta go, guys. I gotta go. Goodbye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Goodbye.
It's a bird. It can fly. I give it a shove. Does it come back?
He can fly. He can fly. He can fly. He can fly.
I just love the disappearing Mildred.
Fuck off.
You push it out the window. I'm trying to think if anything that anyone has ever said while falling before, if I can remember it, but I can't. So Bird just goes,
Just say it's the Wilhelm scream.
It's the Wilhelm scream. It just keeps going.
Does it come back?
No, it just flies away because you're an asshole.
Hey, Eleira, quick question.
Hi.
Put the mask on and look at me for a second.
Throw me with a good time. Mask goes on. I didn't say anything.
Okay. What do you see? Because Bliss has disguised self up right now. She's like a blue, still tiefling, but blue. Some features are changed. Does she look like the blue tiefling disguise, or does she look like herself?
You look like yourself. This thing has the ability to use true sight, but that only depends on if it has to be activated. It's only
it does have to be activated.
The aura sight, as far as I can tell, this is me trying to remember everything. Yeah, you just that is just active all the time. So
can the aura? I tell it's Bliss's aura if I've seen Bliss undisguised and I've seen the aura. I guess is the question.
Auras are distinguishable between.
That's what I thought.
So like you can.
Oh yeah. So I'll explain. I'm like, okay, so I can see the disguise. I could activate. There's a secondary ability that's more like closer to true sight that I would be able to see through the disguise, but right now I can still tell it's you regardless of the disguise because there's an aura that I can spot that is unique to you that doesn't get disguised.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was just wondering. All right. Cool. You can take the mask off now. I'm gonna go to the door and listen really quick. There's nobody outside, is there?
Goat.
Huh?
Unless we brought the goat into the mansion. I remember what you guys did with the goat. That's the only thing that would
The
potentially.
goat outside.
Only the goat.
Okay.
Just the goat.
You hear really heavy snoring from the goat at the door.
Good job.
I'm gonna creak the door open, prank my head out.
I just realized we got like 2 pieces of information for free right now. One is that the goat's still out there, and 2, the bird flew in through an open window, which means the thing probably came in through the fucking window.
We opened the windows to let the air out.
Did
the smoke out?
Oh yeah.
No, we didn't open. Or I said I was opening the windows, and I think we were told the windows might have already been open, and then Becca used Gus to clear the window.
I did not. The windows were shut.
The
They were shut. Okay, then never mind. Ignore everything I just said.
Okay.
It wasn't real.
I'm gonna look out into the hall, left and right. Is there anybody there?
You watch like a person walk by and like It's just like keep walking, but that's it.
Does Skaldi see anything out the window? Anything suspicious?
Roll me a
Anyone
perception check.
watching?
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
I did not know that that whole clip came from Parks and Rec. I did not remember. I've heard it so many times and just recently came across the video where it was sourced, and I'm like, son of a bitch.
15.
With a 15, you see, hard to see in the distance, you see what seems to be a fair amount of flight-capable creatures heading westward. Like 5 or 6 of them. And they're heading away from you guys.
What's westward of the
Give them
temple
blue?
again?
The City of Sea and Sky.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
From what you are currently seeing, no, none of them are blue. But you also only rolled a 15. So
All right. Honestly, I don't think we're going to gain any special insider information from the rest of this at this point. I could go explore the kind of beacon connection from Dude, but I'm pretty sure we don't want to push that button twice in the same, 5 hours.
Yeah, let's not do that. If we can get
Oh, by the way, after the long rest, Eleira, your skin's back to the normal color now.
Oh!
Nice!
Sorry, I
good.
completely forgot
Purple.
that until you mentioned that.
Okay, and the best part is she has not noticed at all, and I'm guessing nobody else has mentioned it because everyone just expects her to be purple, so it's going to be a while before someone's like, hey,
Yeah,
wait a
yeah,
minute!
a new one's like, oh wait, yeah, you're not green anymore. Yeah, that was only
So
gonna
you could
last
say it
until
was
you...
easy being green.
That was only gonna last until you took a long rest. So...
okay.
If it isn't the lack of consequences for my own action.
Where is Elena in all of this, by the way?
Poking the oar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Being honest.
It's on
Hey,
brand.
Elena?
Yeah.
Do you know sending?
She's a wizard and a cleric, and I believe both of those can learn sending, so I'm gonna just say yes.
Okay.
Um,
Would you be able to contact Irona for me?
I met her. No, I didn't meet her, did I? Yeah, I did.
No, you met her the
Yeah,
other
you were in
day
the room.
before we came here.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, that's okay.
I didn't remember
It's
this the second time because the
it's been
second
a crazy
time I
couple of
was
days. Yeah, no,
unconscious.
yeah.
One week.
Sure. What am I asking, telling?
Ask her what she knows about the Clements.
Okay.
Or if she remembers a bard that went by Clement.
Okay. Hi, Irona. This is Elena. Just wanted to ask, do you know anything about Clements? Or a bard related to them? I don't have much more to tell you. Hope you're doing okay. I think I'm past 25 words, but I'm just gonna ramble for a moment or two.
Love you, miss you, XOXO.
Yeah, it's not that.
I think you've
I
hit
would have
it.
done that. But I was
Gossip
like,
girl.
Elena's not gonna do that. You watch, and they just sit there and wait, and wait.
Hi,
Eventually,
Irona.
eventually she looks back to you. Bliss and is like, Clements were nobles in Pearlshaw. There was a single Clement that was in the City of Sea and Sky a couple times. Named Pen.
And Clement? Did they have a really smaller silent partner they hung out with?
No, they actually had a living tree friend named Tree Ant Clement that they hung out with.
I just shoot my joke down. Smack it to the floor, why don't you?
Just went up in flames like your bedroll.
Womp womp.
Oh.
Ask her once more if
she remembers meeting Pent Clement before I was born, like shortly before, at a bar. Um, Driftwood Drop.
We'll just say she reiterates this in a succinct, concise sentence.
Yep. Yep.
The information you get back is met Pent before, not at a bar. Definitely before you were born.
But she didn't specify where.
No.
So, should we head to Pearlshaw to talk with the Clements or go back to Sea and Sky?
Let's go to Pearlshaw and see if we can learn anything else about the Clements. Specifically, this Pent guy. And worst comes to worst, we cycle back to City of Sea and Sky.
I do have one more sending, just so you know. But that's like it for me after that.
Warn her 6 flying her way.
Oh, yeah, actually. Well, two question and a follow-up.
Oh.
Where did she meet Pent? And let her know 6 birds of prey are headed west, possibly to City of Sea and Sky.
Yeah, Birds of Prey and then City of Sea and Sky are both really long and take multiple words, so I'm gonna try to shrink that down.
Scorns birds?
At you.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Laura? You seemed like you were.
I had a
related.
question, but they seem to have beaten me to it, so I'm going to let it slip.
Okay, is it related to any of this that you want to ask, or?
No, I was going to send off a thread in a different direction, so they're still on the same thread. We'll let this run.
Okay. You question, where did you meet
Pent,
and warning about people. Elena sends that out, waits a bit. Says worked for him at Ashen Industrial. And you're warning her about the other things. So she's like, we'll prepare. Coming back.
We'll have to let her know later.
What's Ashen Industrial?
I mean, I don't think any of us know that, and I think we ran out of questions.
What are you about to say, Lyra?
I would like to go stop in with her before we actually leave for whatever else we're planning. Because, one, we apparently have other questions on the same topic, which is great. Two, I should let her know I have this, giving the mask around, and see what she can tell us about this, because we haven't actually broached this concept yet.
I'm being stupid. I forgot that she technically has higher level spells than 3rd level, so she can cast it more times. It would just be using higher level spell slots.
Oh, right.
But it is an option. But also, if you guys wanted to, like you guys have a way to get there, like, fairly fast. It's up to you guys.
Yeah.
If you guys need the answers, like, right now, or do you want to formulate them, you can say you start flying.
Even if we're planning on not staying, I think stopping by her place to see if there's gear we can swap in or out would probably be ideal.
We can certainly try, but if the birds of prey are heading that way, maybe wait till she gives the all clear. I don't know. I don't know what capabilities they have. I don't know if they have a mask like yours.
I mean, even if they have a mask like mine, at worst, you could just turn into clouds and then they would just be very confused for a few minutes. I don't think they can really stop us.
Yeah, I mean,
It also takes a minute to re-transform into clouds.
Well, yeah, but we can do that here and then transform back into people already inside Irona's. Like, we don't have to be exposed during that.
We might not be able to do it inside of Irona's place, but we might be able to do it inside of the arena.
The Chancery.
That's fair.
Yeah, the Chancery. But yeah, I mean, Pearlshaw is on the same island. I know that much.
Yeah. Pearlshaw, I believe, is south.
Yeah, it's south. Yeah, so Pearlshaw is not. We're making a triangle, basically. So we can go to either or, and we won't be too far away.
Well, normally it's like 4 days travel on foot. It's just a lot quicker because the way you guys fly.
Because we have the fog
Yeah.
thing.
I'm gonna need to find another fabric to like itch the door to for reinforcement's sake. It'll probably still be fine, but like I don't wanna can't move the door to another surface, but I can attach this surface to another surface.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And some of it burnt away.
Parody, do we have any extra bedrolls? Or mats, I guess I should say.
Probably like 1 or 2. A lot of them are getting used because, people.
Oh, but I figure Irona might have a type of material that might be smarter to use, given all her research. Or
I mean, this could be a temporary fix, though, until we get it moved, unless you want to... Yeah.
I can go. The dwarven feet go running off. A couple minutes later, she comes back with a bedroll, simple enough to use.
Cool.
You should know. It seems most of the birds of prey are clearing out right now. Right now. More of them were leaving right now, and they're also heading west.
All of them?
From what I can tell, because I went out front to the closer area. I was asking around the people outside to see who had any available, and the birds of prey tossed like 3 at me because like they were all getting up and leaving.
Huh.
Hmm.
Elena, I'm really sorry to keep asking you to cast a spell. Update Irona. It's more than just a few. It's a lot of them.
Okay, yeah, give me a second. She re-updates with the information. She gets a message back and she says she has it handled. I didn't like the way she said that. Just gonna throw that out there.
I'm also not exactly keen on the way she said that, but I'm gonna take her word for it. All right. So, Pearlshaw? Or back to the city?
I think this is a good spot to leave it on, this question. And then next time we'll have you guys pick it and head there.
Cool.
All right. Well, Happy New Year's, guys. We got a bunch of answers, a bunch of questions, more questions, and then more answers.
So many questions. Questions and answers.
Answers and questions. The combo that we love to have here. Keep making more problems to solve and solving problems. It was a great time. If you're looking for
shit.
What? I want to know. What is it? What is it?
Oh, I got it. I figured it out.
Oh no, I'm on a whole different thing. I was checking my spell list to see what options I had. While this was going on, while the wrap up was going on. I'm sorry for interrupting the wrap up, but I just realized that I've been sitting on the teleport spell, and now I'm wondering if the mask can act as, because teleport only works in what you can see within range, and I'm wondering if the mask like counts with the threads.
Teleport you don't have to see.
Yeah, no, it's 8 creatures of your choice. Oh, the creatures are within range.
Yeah, no, you can choose.
No.
Anywhere that you've been, basically, or places you haven't been, but
Well, anyway.
Yeah, it's a really.
What are
helpful
you
spell.
guys thinking?
Yeah, what were you?
You also said shit.
I thought I had to see the target.
What were you thinking, Meg?
What Griff was talking about before the stream.
Gotcha.
What?
I genuinely.
Oh no! Yeah, no.
Yeah. Then if you want to get some fun little beanie hats,
helpful.
you can get
Beanie
get
hats.
beanies on our stream store. And that, I'm just gonna toss that one out there. But things are coming along. We're gonna see
beanie hats.
Who are hanging out tonight. We have at least a couple people. I think Misty Mountain and Dork Tales. A couple other fun D&D peeps or TTRPG peeps are hanging out. So we're going to toss you over to them. We will see you guys in the new year. Our schedule will be up on Instagram. Also, it'll be up on our Discord. So if you want to come hang out there. And Twitter. All the things. Either way.
Maybe Hive. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see about that one.
See you guys in the new year.